Oh my gosh. Alright, I think... Is it work? Yes. I actually didn't mess up on the audio this week. Which is a good thing. Playback error. Is the stream live? Yes, the stream is live. Awesome. Alright. Oh my gosh. Oh man, my mouth is gonna look so weird today.
I mean, your mouth can look weird any day, honestly.
Thank you.
That sounds pretty kinky, honestly.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
Welcome back to Under the Tea. The only
Oh, wait, are we
podcast.
starting now?
Huh? Oh,
Are we starting now?
it's 10. It's 10.
Yeah, but you.
It's 10:01 now.
Fine. One sec.
How many more
Oh,
minutes
don't
did you have?
cry about it.
I'm gonna cry about it.
We can hold off for a moment if you want.
Good, I'm already started.
Okay.
You're too late. You pushed me into it.
Good.
I was bullied into it.
Alright. Alright. Let me make sure I link the channel. People are asking where the podcast channel is. In
we
Discord.
don't have one.
Well, no, but like they're asking.
Podcast channel. When did we get one of
What the-
those?
What's a podcast channel? Oh, Melia, I knew I forgot to do something. I forgot to fucking turn on Mix It Up. I remembered the other two important ones. I just forgot about the extra one. Oops. I swear.
What are the two important ones?
The two important ones was VTube Studio and B-Bridger.
I don't know anything about V-Bridger.
It makes your mouth move good.
That's pretty much it. But if your mouth doesn't like you, it doesn't look like it helps. I mean, I like the scrunching. The scrunching is cute. But I'm trying to get the mouth opening better.
Yeah, I still need to do a lot of tweaking with mine because with certain angles that I'm at, it won't pick up my mouth movements very well.
Yeah.
I might need to get like some...
Yeah, guys, Oka and Lumi are trying to get better with their mouths.
I am.
I am, yes. Can you tell, chat?
Mizu's an expert. He needs to show us.
The real Kawa was the VTuber friends abandoned along the way. Oh, that's so mean.
Wait, what?
I'm just reading chat right now. I'm reading chat while I'm opening up the last channel I need open.
Yeah. You need to get the podcast link.
Sorry, chat. We are. So I need to say, tonight is kind of a slow night because not much has happened this week. Believe it or not, drama does happen all the time, but this week it was kind of slow.
Well, there was stuff happening this week, but a lot of it was either kind of boring or ended up like resolving itself pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where we'll talk about a lot of little things, I guess. And Kawa, while we've already talked about it, I feel like we've gotten a little bit more information to talk about in addition. So, yeah, welcome tonight. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing good. Chilling. I got swindled into downloading War Thunder, so that's fun.
Is that
War
so?
Thunder's a good game.
I know it's a good game. I want to commit war crimes. Yeah. Let's see. Do I need to throw these in any more promo channels on Discord?
Who's getting Power World? I think all of us are.
Yeah,
The release is
all
in a
of
few
you
hours,
are.
right?
Playing Power World as a collective tomorrow.
Okay. Like, how does the multiplayer work? I'm guessing that you know.
No.
Okay.
I just know it's multiplayer.
Sounds good.
We will discover tomorrow.
If it turns out we can
Hi,
only...
Scab. Yes, war crimes.
Oh boy. Is that all that, War Thunder is?
War
No,
crimes, yes.
You play tanks and you commit war crimes.
Let's see.
Man,
Talk
you guys
about
could
War
see my
yards.
Thunder. Successfully got rid of the garbage, by the way. He rushed one of our players in their tank and got ended. Nice.
Oh,
If Lemmy wants, I'll play with her as well.
was there
Yes.
somebody that is bullying somebody else in War Thunder? I have no idea.
I guess it was a VTuber with a big ego
Oh,
that was
boy.
talking shit, and then they got decimated.
Don't you know all VTubers have big egos? So
Oh,
that doesn't
okay,
help out.
If you want, I can take you through some War Thunder drama later.
Oh boy. Well,
It's like I can't deny that one of the other reasons I want to get into War Thunder is to potentially get classified documents, but you know, if it happens, it happens.
you actually want to play just so that you can see military documents before the rest of the public does.
Yes.
Yeah, it's always funny that people are leaking classified military documents on War Thunder because they get mad. They're like, "My favorite ship should be better. Here's the classified military documents that prove my favorite ship should be better."
Is that really how it happens?
Yes.
I
Yes, it is.
really. I guess I need a short explanation of this. This sounds like a green text almost.
No, it was just some guys were in a fight on the forums about like which tank was better. Because in War Thunder, when you get to the really high tiers, it's in modern day tanks.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it was if I remember right, it was a British dude.
Yeah.
And he was like, "No, my tank is factually better. Here are all the official specifications for it that are a part of like the British Royal Archives or some shit."
It's not public or something.
It's definitely not public, and he just dropped it all at once, and immediately it got deleted by the War Thunder devs, and they had to put out an announcement that just said, "Please stop leaking classified military documents on the forums. It is illegal, and we really don't want to get in trouble."
That is funny.
It's fucking hilarious.
Chat,
Ugh.
don't leak illegal. The thing that kind of bothers me is that if it's American, all of it should be public because we believe in freedom of information. But like, whatever. I guess it's just not for us to know.
You know, I'm gonna focus on games. Okay. Good luck on your games.
I don't know how it works for Gaijin, because Gaijin is stationed in Russia. Which, odd thing to point out, almost every war game company is in Russia for some reason.
Uh-huh.
Like World
Mhm.
of Tanks, Gaijin.
Why are they all in Russia? Just curious.
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, at least
I
in
figured you
Ace
know.
Combat, we get to bomb San Francisco.
You know
in the War
what?
of Ace Combat, San
I-
Francisco got bombed.
I don't believe in anybody suffering or in pain, but I feel like San Francisco deserves it. Just because
San Francisco doesn't have anything of fucking value.
of
Well,
damn.
none of California has anything of value, to be honest. Except for Melia. They live there.
There's a couple people I like that live there. but
Sounds like
that's about
Melia
it.
needs to move.
Melia does need to move. Move out of California, Melia.
Go somewhere like with value.
Edward Snowden proves there's no freedom. I agree. But that's not what we're gonna talk about today. Okay. Do you want to talk about some little things before we get to the big things so people can filter in here, or I don't know, what would you guys like to do?
It's up to you. You have like the majority of stuff, I think, tonight.
Do
Majority
I?
of like proper stuff.
I guess.
I mean, we can always look at the fucking what's it called?
The viewer submissions.
No, the Dragon Maid, I think.
Dragon Maid.
The AI redub for that.
I saw that. I am worried that if like we did that, it would like get our channel yeeted. Excuse me.
The AI
But we can
sounds
talk about
absolutely
it.
no different from the actual VA.
Yeah, that was
It's
pretty
fucking
crazy.
hilarious.
I mean, I wouldn't play it on stream just because it's owned by Crunchyroll,
Right.
and they would claim us on the visuals alone.
They would.
Mm,
They would.
fair enough.
They would indeed.
It would have nothing to do with the AI. They'd just be like, you showed the visuals for our anime, which it's not your anime, first off.
No.
You just have distribution rights, you annoying people.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so what you're saying is that since Gushing Over Magical Girls isn't on Crunchyroll, we can just show that. It's High Dive. High Dive doesn't give a
Definitely
shit.
I
High
don't-
Dive doesn't give a fucking shit.
I think High Dive claims people.
Oh, excuse me. I don't know if
I've
that's a
seen
good
like
idea.
half episodes of their shit on different websites and they haven't claimed them.
Well, if it's on different websites, that's generally a bit harder.
I don't know if that's a good idea. But okay.
We're not playing illegal anime on stream, Luby.
Clips in like 3-minute successions
Did you want to
in
talk?
Spanish.
Excuse me. Did you want to talk about the V Sour stuff? Because that was interesting.
You guys have to help me with it because I genuinely don't understand very well.
I know nothing about V Sour, besides the fact that one girl decided to leave and call everybody shitty people for being in it. Lumi, I feel like you might know a little bit more.
I don't know much more. I only brought them up once to you
Yeah.
in Discord saying, hey, this looks sketch as fuck.
Yeah.
And then one of their members was like, hey, this company shit, I'm out. They deactivated their Twitter, took down their website. I tried emailing them, they never emailed me back, and now they're back.
V
Now they're
Sour?
back.
Like the V Sour people are back?
Yeah, they reactivated their Twitter. Acting like nothing happened.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's about it.
And Miko, what was it? Their Akuma Miko talked about. They were like in the drama as well. So I don't know. It was
But Miko
it was
sucks, so.
it was really
Yeah,
interesting.
she
I
kinda
know
fucking
nothing
sucks.
about her.
She is popular by drama. That's about it.
I see. I see. Oh, excuse me.
She's like a more successful Arya, but she actually streams. But yeah, that's about it.
Okay. It's
Speaking of Arya,
irrelevant.
Are we allowed to talk about that thing with Arya?
Wait, what?
Nothing interesting has happened. She ain't worth bringing up. Besides
Oh.
her pity posts of, hey, I'm down to 15.7k followers. I'm dying.
Wait.
Did you know that? Did you know I'm dying?
Does she tell people when she's lowering on followers and shit?
Yes.
Okay. That's funny. But
Alright,
okay.
let's move on to something more interesting because I'm already bored.
Here's one thing that some people might find interesting. Shy Lily owns part of GamerSupps now.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Now, I'm not really much of a energy drink or like gamer bath water drinker. I just have water and lemonade because lemonade is great. But I thought this was kind of interesting. I didn't know she had like such a pull with the company to like become a partial owner. Now, by partial owner, that might just mean that she owns a lot of stocks. I obviously don't know, but this is kind of cool.
I think they
You
would
know?
have said anything if it was just stocks.
Yeah.
You think so? You think? I don't know. I don't know how GamerSupps is operated. I don't know if they're publicly traded or anything, but this is kind of interesting. Yeah, I guess GamerSupps is kind of like a VTuber brand now. They're kind of really big on the stuff.
I mean, aren't GamerSupps the one that did waifu cups?
Yes, they do waifu cups. And I know nothing about them besides that.
Let's see.
But
Gamer
yeah.
stuck. It doesn't look like it's publicly.
So she's almost
publicly
rich.
traded.
It's probably
She's an
privately.
actual- She's a partner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if I had to say, yeah, that's probably what it is. Wow, she's got 751,000 followers. That's a lot of people to follow you. But she is pretty popular, in my personal opinion. And I don't think she gets herself into trouble, so good for her, you know? Good for her. Do you want to Some people might be upset by this one. A Let's Player that's been around for a long time. Like, I'm talking, this guy's been around for over a decade playing video games. Most of them Nintendo, most of them Pokemon, some of them Kirby. Now, Lumi, I know you really don't know who Chugga Conroy is, do you? Because
I've never heard of him.
Okay, so for those that don't know, this is really, really old YouTube. Chugga Conroy is an older Let's Player who's been playing almost kind of since the beginning. I can't really remember how long, but he's one of the first ones, and he's one of the only ones to actually make it work. And because most people can't really do Let's Plays, to be honest with you. And so he's been around for a while. And out of all of the Let's Play, because everybody's getting canceled for something eventually, you know? We're gonna get canceled for transphobia or racism one day. But,
I already have been.
but like, he was like so, very soft. Like, nobody ever like had anything bad to say about him, you know?
His whole personality is hating Super Mario Sticker Star.
That and being crazily autistic with the Paper Mario games, which is okay, because being autistic about things that you like is okay, as long as it's not weird. But recently, and I'm pulling this up right now, chat, he was called out by an individual. And they were like, oh, here it is. Let me pull it up, because this is really interesting. Oh, what the heck happened to it? There it is. There it goes. Awesome. So, this individual, their name is Lady Emily. Here, I will share this for you guys here.
Okay.
Their name is Lady Emily. And like they were so I guess the story kind of goes that she was scrolling through a Reddit, and the Reddit was like one of the Reddit posts was talking about like trying to find, like, talking about controversial YouTubers, and Chugga Conroy wasn't one of them. And they were like, F it, decided to get off my chest. Last year Chugga Conroy tried to get intimate erotic foot fetish roleplay with me while he had a girlfriend. Okay, so immediately off the bat, everybody doesn't believe this, and they come in with pictures, and a lot of people are like, I don't believe this. This not my Chugga Conroy. And I know a lot of people that were like, especially I had a few friends that were like, oh, this can't be true. Even if it is, I don't feel like it's as bad as, and it's just like there was a lot of people surprised, because again, Chugga Conroy is quiet and autistic and likes to play video games, and he also likes his cat, and he's just like, nobody would ever think that anything crazy would ever happen to him. So when this individual came out and said all this, a lot of people didn't believe it. And then he came out basically and said, I am sorry if I caused Lady Emily any issues. I'm going to take some time to think. Like, literally within the day that it happened. So he basically was like, yeah, this did happen. And then a lot of people started to read into it. And there was a lot of issues that people had. Like, one of the things that people started to notice is the individual, Lady Emily, was cutting off her messages at certain points and then rejoining them, basically like hiding specific information, and that seemed very sus. And one thing that people also noticed is, yes, and again, I'm not to dig on anybody and what they like, but he was kind of weird, just being like with the whole trips you, ooh woo. Now I'm gonna sniff your feet, ooh woo, and your hot new sneakers, ooh woo. That's basic. That's not like a word for word, but that's kind of what was shared, and and like they're like, oh my gosh, I feel so violated by this. But a lot of people noticed that they never said stop, or if they did, like they never really did. All they did was just not reply to Chugga. They never really said, hey, this is weird for me, please stop. They just let him go. And so a lot of people were like, if you were very uncomfortable with this, like, it's not like IRL where he could hold a gun to your head and keep you there while he sniffs your foot. You could literally block him on Discord, all right? You could block him on the platform. Why didn't you, like, say anything about that? And so a lot of people aren't taking Lady Emily's... In fact, I think, unironically, everybody's, like, on Chugga's side for this. Like, some people are upset that he did this while with his girlfriend. But for the most part, I don't think anybody is on her side right now, because this, for a lot of people, seems like a nothing burger. Because, like, you know, you can see, like, she's chatting back and forth. And then, like, he sends a bunch of messages and leaves it on read. But again, if you were, like, upset, why didn't you just block him or say go away? You know what I mean? And at one point, some people speculate that she was leading him on, because at one, and this was after the foot stuff. He talked about the foot stuff, and she mentioned she needed new shoes because she was having trouble with her shoes. And then he sent her a pair of shoes. Now, my issue with this is, if you already don't like what he's talking about with the foot stuff, why would you tell him, hey, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, I need new shoes? And then he sends you shoes, and then you're surprised that he wants to see pictures of the new shoes? So... it's... I don't know. I do agree that, like, he shouldn't have been doing this. It's kind of weird, but, like, I don't think that she is trustworthy at all. I don't know, what do you two think?
It sounds like she wanted attention.
Oh, it's definitely, like, attention whoring. I think a lot of people are, attention whoring all of this here. And, I don't know. I just feel like they're not gonna get what they want, because... Yeah, he did a weird, but this is like way overblown, in my personal opinion. Way overblown.
Yeah, honestly. And it's like, it'd be more understandable if it was like, non-con and stuff.
Yeah.
But if feet are fucking disgusting, yes. But
yes,
it ain't shit.
I agree. And again, like, it's not like they were together. Like, literally, at any point, she could have said, F off, loser, and he would have left. Like, I will never understand. I remember in the roleplay days, because again, that's what he would try to do. He tried to do a roleplay. I will never understand why people are like, oh, I felt so scared. I had to roleplay with this person. It's like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. You could have blocked them. And it's I don't like it. I don't like her. I don't like how she's acting, and so this whole situation.
I have already given Oka my opinion, in that on one hand I don't care. On the other hand, I know that like 9 times out of 10, if this was somebody else, a lot of people would be up in arms.
Oh, I agree. I definitely think it depends on the person.
This is very much, well, we like him, so he's got to be, like, it can't be that bad.
Well, he's like the guy that everybody rallies around. And I haven't watched his content for years. I'm not really interested in it anymore, so I really don't have a stake in this, but I just find the whole thing, like, crazy. I don't know. I feel like this is punching at somebody that really doesn't, you know... It's one of those things where if she had told him to stop, I would have been more upset. But she didn't. At all.
Yeah,
I think
get
this
that.
is my favorite post here. This is like my favorite post. Mizu, can you read this? Do you one of you want to read this?
I refuse to read it.
I refuse.
Would you like to read it, Oka?
Why would I want to read it? I don't want to get clipped for that.
You asked, so you read.
You're trying to get us in trouble with it.
All right. I'll
I'm getting ready to clip.
All right. Good. Good, Uwu. Glad that we understand each other, Uwu. Because I imagine that's how it sounds. Walks up behind you and trips you with some fancy footwork, Uwu. You thud to the ground, Uwu, and I yank off your sneakers, Uwu, in an instant, Uwu. Haha, loser, Uwu. Chucks them at you, Uwu.
I hate it here.
I'm sorry. Chugga, I don't hate you, but I am gonna make fun of you for this, and there ain't nothing you can do to stop people for that. Like, I expect, like, here's the thing, he's like in a group of people that plays games together. I expect them to make foot jokes at him now from now on. I will be disappointed. I will be disappointed. Yeah. I'll be disappointed if Proton John doesn't make foot jokes at him. Actually, now that I think about it, there may have been. Because, like, sometimes autistic people tell other people their weird things that they like. So maybe John has already made a foot joke at him and he didn't even notice. Oh man, that makes me want to watch all of their old content again just to see if I can find it. Oh my god.
So you can spot the food
Yes.
jokes.
Yes, because I know that John would do that. They have like a love-hate relationship. Alright.
See, my chat is already kind of demonstrating sort of what I'm talking about. Like, there's one group of people that are like, I don't care about this, but I kind of don't like Chugga Conroy, so whatever.
Yeah.
There's the other people that are defending him that 100%, if it was someone else, they would rip them to shreds.
Yeah, I 100% agree. It's
Fetishist chaser and all this other stuff.
I agree. I 100% agree. Which is why it's unfortunate that, like, some people can get away with it and others just eat shit forever. You know?
Yeah.
I don't think that's right.
It's just one of those things that annoys me, that I know if it was anybody I liked that got caught with this, they would be done.
Yeah, no, I agree. I 100% agree. This is implying they didn't know before. Good luck, there's 9 years worth of content plus streams. I may selectively choose things. Maybe people already know. I don't know. But it's just kind of funny. I really...
Camp here in rain. I don't like force people into camps.
No.
I recognize that there are camps.
Yep.
I think there's a difference between like recognizing that there's two sides to an issue and then forcing people to be a side or pick a side.
I agree. I don't think there really should be a side for this. There should be the idea of what Chugga did was kind of stupid, and that he shouldn't have done it, especially with someone like Emily. But you know, maybe now he'll be a little bit more smart with who he sends his foot role plays to. You know what it reminds? Okay, I came up with this comparison the other day. Do you guys remember Pyrocynical? Everyone, Pyrocynical got canceled for basically the exact same thing.
To be fair, with Pyrocynical, there was a much more questionable age.
There was, yes.
Which is why his thing took off a lot more.
There was. For people that don't know, Pyrocynical kind of got canceled for doing furry fart role plays with so was it confirmed that the person was underage, or was it like it's kind of like up in the air because they were lying before, so we don't really know?
He was within the age of consent for where Pyrocynical is.
Right.
However, for the rest of the world that is under the age of consent, and he had lied to him. So.
Mm-hmm.
The guy had lied to Pyro?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
the
what I
only
thought.
reason anybody was saying Pyro should have known was because the guy had it like in one tweet one time where he mentioned how old he was.
Right.
And he's like, you should have known, like, you followed him on Twitter, you should have seen that one specific tweet, so you should have known. And it's like, that's not really how that works.
That's not how that works, no. Because like,
yeah, that's fucking dumb.
like chat, I follow a couple hundred people, and guess how many of their tweets I see? Less than 1%, because I don't hang out on Twitter all day. I'm there, I have it open in a tab, but I don't hang out on it. So, with Pyro, it was kind of weird. But at the end of the day, I feel like both situations are pretty similar, just a little bit different. But it's kind of like that's the duality there. One is getting hit harder than the other.
Yeah, like I said, for me, it's much less of that, and more just I know for a fact that other people would have issue.
Oh, I agree. There are people that are hoping and praying for stuff like that for other content creators. And so, but yeah.
Also, I think it's one of those situations where, what is it? It's, I think everybody in this situation is terrible and should die.
I don't know. Chugga's pretty safe in my opinion. I have no idea really about his politics or anything. I don't care about those, but I think he's pretty okay, you know? Not like a horrible person, but I don't think he's probably like a bastion of good moral. I don't know.
I don't think he's bad as a person.
Yes.
I just think he's bad.
Yes. We'll go with
More
that.
Mizu Donald.
Oh goodness.
Oh, Hicks said that he tagged you into a raffle for a Danganronpa figurine.
Okay.
Ooh.
Is it one from game 1 or 2? I have no idea. If it's from the third one, I have no
V3.
idea. Oh.
V3, it's for Katie.
I don't
Katie.
know who
whatever.
that is. I eventually want to get back to those, but I will only stream those games if other people are with me because they are boring on their own. I have decided that the if you play Danganronpa on your own, it's just kind of boring. I'm sorry.
I mean, Ultra Despair Girls, I am going to sit with you through the entire thing.
That's fine.
I fucking love Ultra Despair Girls.
That's fine. Maybe I'll pull you through the other 2 games as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, I feel like it's been enough time since we started. I think we can talk a little bit about Kawa now. By the way, if you're somebody from Kawa, we've been in contact with a few people. You are welcome to reach out to us and we can pull you on the stream impromptu to talk about things. I know that like there may be people that don't want to talk about things that are NDA, but this was interesting, and I want to fold Kawa into kind of like a topic of talking about like improper agency stuff, because like I feel like there's been so many of these like bad agencies around that we can definitely come up with a good list of things that agencies shouldn't like repeat if they want to do a good job, so to speak. So to kind of rewind on the events, like I think it was what day was it specifically? I think it was the 10th. There's the 9th or 10th when Kawa announced that they were going to dissolve all of their talent agency bit and just go straight into merch. And this was kind of a shock to us and for the talent as well, because as we found out, a lot of the talent found out literally hours before it happened. And that was pretty much it. And then after that, we reached out to talents. I reached out to Cozy, who is a friend of mine because I stream on YouTube. A lot of YouTube streamers, I know, just kind of stick together. So I reached out to her and she gave me some comments. And Mizu, you reached out to somebody that wanted to
Who
make
will remain nameless.
yes, they wanted to remain nameless for the most part. And we kind of talked about it last week, but do we want to kind of reiterate what we already talked about?
May as well.
Okay. Mizu, do you want to go first here while I pull up some stuff?
So there wasn't necessarily too much. It was, I kind of just cleared everything last week. There was a lot of favoritism going on. Kawa very clearly had specific people that they liked above others.
Yes.
So we were obviously warned ahead of time that depending on who we talked to, we would actually get a different story. We learned that, and not a lot of people knew this, but apparently the big thing that was supposed to be like they were celebrated for, which was their merch split, was actually just a lie.
Kind of, but yes. I'm gonna bring up my DMs.
It was a straight up lie. They fudged the number because it made them look better than other companies, when in reality they were on the same boat as other companies.
Yeah, now I'm not going to actually bring up Cozy's tweets because, like, you know, or messages. I am going to paraphrase some of this and read some of it word for word, based off of what we were talking about. But I kind of want to read some of what she and I talked about because, you know, I think now, out of all of the streamers there, Cozy, in my opinion, is one of the better ones. She admits on her stream that she didn't have the highest CCVs, but she did a lot. She was not only the main artist, but rigged a lot of the models there. I'm not quite sure how many, but like she did at least 2 or 3 of the models for the agency. And I don't know if it was free or mostly discounted, but she did a lot of work for the other talents. But she did a stream, and I kind of want to like I want to go over some of the I made some timestamps for her stream because it was really good in kind of illustrating some of the points I felt like was most important. I did not clip a lot of this, but I clipped the points that I felt like were most important. So I am going to pull that up here. Just give me one moment. And we're gonna talk about some of the things that she talks about, because I feel like that is pretty important here. I hope you guys can hear sound. Let me actually go ahead and there we go. All right, that you should hopefully hear sound with. Okay, can you hear this?
Let me.
There should be some noise going through.
No.
No, you can't hear it? Oh my gosh. Damn it.
Oh, does not know how to use this.
I don't. I really don't. Maybe I should have one of you do it, or one of you pull it up. Actually,
you can't do share your screen. You have to do share application.
I did. That's the problem. I am sharing the application.
Did you make sure the share audio thing is ticked off on the thing?
Let's see. Enable clipping. Notify erasers. Yeah, it should be sharing the audio too. That is so weird. Why does it not want to work? We can't hear it either. I can't hear you. It's too dark. What?
Oka's never been able to get this right, chat.
Okay, how about you guys open it up on your end, and we'll just go to the
Do you want to give us the link?
Yeah, I posted it in primary topics. So let me know when you guys have it open. Go to the first timestamp, which is 7 minutes and 40 seconds here. And
excuse me.
You're excused.
Oka making my life difficult.
I'm sorry. I'm trying. I don't know why it's not working. I'm upset. I'm upset. This should work.
7 minutes 40 seconds.
7 minutes 40 seconds. So let me know when you guys are there.
Where did you put it?
In primary topics. I'm gonna zoom in a little.
Because now I gotta watch ads.
Just ad blocker on, which I don't
I do,
condone.
and then he's mad at me and says I'm not allowed to use it.
Oh wait, no, that's chat. This one. There we go. Alright, I have it up.
All right. Mizu, do you have it up?
I do now. I'm
All
just
right.
resizing it to fit properly.
All right. After I say go, we'll go ahead and watch this clip, and I'll tell you when to pause it. All right. 3,
Okay.
2, 1, go.
Kawa is like a subscription service agency, or like was. So I was paying about $100 a month, and unfortunately I am a very small streamer, so I was making about $300 a month, maybe sometimes $250 a month, and paying $100 a month to Kawa, and I wasn't really getting much out of it. Monty is fantastic.
Okay, pause it. So this was like very shocking to hear. Now you did hear that right. She did basically pay to be in the agency, which
That's kind of fucked.
yeah, I feel like it's more than just a little fucked. I've never heard of an agency charging because I hear, okay, here's the thing. If an agency charges you money to be there, run. That's a pyramid. Now it's probably not a pyramid scheme on Kawa's end, but that's a pyramid scheme where you pay them to try and get your own money. That's not how this works. So she paid them $100, and as obviously as a smaller streamer, you don't make a lot of content, and you're just starting out. You're not going to make a lot of money. And I know a little bit about what that's like. I'm not on the same level as her, but I'm like just behind her. And I agree that like you don't make a lot, and so it was just kind of crazy to hear that she paid every single month for. And honestly, I'm not quite sure what she was paying for besides like analytical help, maybe some help from a manager, because she does mention earlier in this that she has a manager that also kind of left after this, and the manager wanted to help her and the other talent out, but like. I honestly, this is something I wish I had the time to ask her, but I want to know what she was paying for because she doesn't really elaborate. But why? Why were you paying for this? That's like not how this works. I don't know.
So I don't have to ask Paco, hey, so when do we have to start paying you?
Paco will not charge you. In fact, he wants to help you guys pay for upgrades, but besides the point. But like it boggles my mind because like again, they had that figure that came out. Actually, Mizu, do you have that figure?
What figure?
The one about the merch. Excuse me. Let's see if I can scroll to find it, where they say how much the talents take home when it comes to merch. And
it's like thinking about it. Yes, they disbanded their talent side.
yes.
But it seems like once Kawa was able to secure really popular people, aka Merryweather and the agency that he started, and
Yes,
these
they
other
did.
larger partners that they got, they're like, huh, we're losing money by having these talents here. Let's just get the fuck rid of them.
But no, there wasn't really a figure. It was they, for whatever reason, decided to post a picture with it. I guess because they thought it'd get more
Oh,
traction.
That's
It
interesting.
just said, "We take zero." They had 3 figures, and all of them were contradictory in some way. The first says, "We take $0 from our talent. They keep 100% of revenue." The very next one was, "We take 40% from merch." And then the next one was, "We only have a flat rate of $100 to be in the group."
Yes. Yeah, it's really again,
Which, all of that, ignoring all of that, the funny part is the 40% merch split is just a lie.
yes.
They
Yes.
just knew it sounded nicer. It's a 30% merch split like everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
I agree because like,
And they
I
admitted to them that they lied. Because when I was talking to one of the girls and she said I brought up that my contract said 30, and they told her, well, yeah, but 40 looks nicer.
That's crazy. That is really crazy that they would just do that. I find that, thank you, Murray. I find that mind-boggling. Like, when I was talking to Cozy, she was like, contractually, we had a 30% split, and then they tried to backtrack after we brought up that it's technically closer to 40, and that number looks better. What? Why would you lie like that? Why would you, like, like, okay, like, I don't know a lot about the CEO. Their name is Pidge. And Cozy seemed to be, like, okay with them. She said that Pidge had a lot of ideas that she couldn't talk about, but, like, and that was during her stream, because the thing with Cozy is, she tried to be very nice, and I understand why, is because she really doesn't want to, like, show future employers that, she's willing to shit on people. I understand that, but, like, I also recognize that, like, these people basically lied to her. And,
I actually have a deeper tinfoil hat theory on that.
Do you?
Yep.
Alright, what is it?
So, one of the people I watched last week, they casually mentioned, even though that they kept saying that they were still, like, really on good terms with Kawa,
Yes.
that some of their current merch that has not been sold or shipped yet is in Kawa's personal warehouse.
Huh.
Mhm.
They also mentioned that they had not been talked to about whether or not their merch deal with Kawa would continue.
Yeah.
And then they also said that some of their merch deals outside of Kawa were actually still tied up in Kawa's management.
That's crazy. So, during the stream with Cozy, she actually talks about how her merch and a lot of the merch of the group was already getting discounted. Like, before they broke up, their merch was getting discounted because it wasn't doing very well. Which I thought was insane to hear. It's just like, this is your agency and your merch is, you're discounting your own talent's merch, and it made no sense to me. Like, that's kind of mean sound. Like, I understand, like, if your talent isn't popular, fine, but why are you discounting it this quickly? It just sounded like so very sad. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
Again, tinfoil hat theory. They're trying to get all their merch out so they can just push them out the door. 'Cause
Probably.
from what it sounded like to me, based on all the girls, like how they were talking about the conversation, I think it's likely Kawa had this plan for a long time to get rid of them.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
I guess we'll never know, but that's
For
interesting.
them, it showed up like unexpectedly. For Kawa, I think they had this months in advance.
Right. Now, I can't remember if I have it clipped here, but Cozy, believe it or not, kind of knew that this was coming. She saw the writing on the wall a little while before all of this. She had actually planned on leaving in June. Because things weren't working out for her. The way that she felt treated wasn't, like, acceptable to her, and I definitely agree with that. You know, after talking with her and seeing all this, I definitely agree that this treatment wasn't very, very good, period. And she was already, like, uprooting her stay in Kawa to leave in June. And then when this came, you know, it was a surprise, but she was also okay with it because she was already planning to leave. But she was the only one, because, like, out of all the talent, because, like, they had 2 gens. However, 2 people from Gen 1 had already been gone for a while, and then a person from Gen 2 was gone. So, you know, they already had issues with people leaving the agency. Now, obviously, if somebody leaves your job, treating this like a normal job here, if somebody leaves, that's normal. You know, people phase in and out. Maybe they're not the right fit for the company. Even with idols and stuff. But it's just crazy that, like, they lost that many idols, and then this happens. And it makes you wonder if people from that previously were with the company were mistreated for more than this to make them leave. I don't know. Talent isn't popular because they didn't promote them. I could definitely see that. I mean, like, and Cozy talks about this in her stream. They did get them to a con. I believe they went to Off-Kai. I don't know of any other cons, but they did go to cons. It's just I don't know, they just didn't treat them with respect. Anyway, we're gonna move. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
One last comment on Kawa. It's like, it seems like they are promoting the people who weren't in their, agency, they are promoting like everyone else, like, fucking, I don't remember who Evan is, but that one dude that's just kind of in the VTuber sphere, but he's not a VTuber.
Yeah.
They promote a lot of, Merryweather. They promote.
They do, yes.
Literally about everyone else except their now ex-talents.
They promoted Punkaloppy, and I know that now, to be honest, Punkaloppy was great, and then she kind of fell off because she stopped making content, which, is her own thing. But, like, they promoted a lot of outside talent, and when I saw her there, I was like, oh, maybe she's gonna join them. No, they just were promoting a bunch of third-party people, and, like, that's fun. I think it's totally fine if you want to promote third-party people, but it always just felt kind of weird to me, because, their main people, again, it felt like they took a backseat to everything else. Anyway, I have another timestamp here. If you'll go to 10 minutes and 20 seconds, I have another timestamp for us to look at.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know when you guys are there.
Yeah, I'm there.
I'm not.
Slow boy.
Yes, I am.
This is why you don't have Goss. All right.
This is why you can't place audio on Discord.
Oh, damn. All right. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, that's basically, if you want to take anything away from this, if you want like a TLDR of any of it, Kawa was just a very low funds talent agency, and a lot of the things that we needed were things that we needed more funding for. So things like analytical help, like paying for ads, like helping talents out with trying to figure out their own like assets and things like that. Like everything that talents own for their streams asset wise has been, as far as I know aware, always purchased by talents. Like everything for models, everything for backgrounds, everything for overlays, everything for
got an
emotes,
ad.
all of that stuff.
You got an ad?
Everything has been
Yes.
paid
Fucking
by
rip.
talents. So
I've had
there's
this exact
never been
same
a
fucking
time
ad 8
where
billion
Kawa
times.
has bought that
It's
stuff
over.
for us. Kawa has bought a couple of like art assets for us.
Okay, we're gonna pause it here, but basically what she's reiterating that we kind of talked about before is Kawa didn't buy anything for them. They bought a few key art pieces of the talents together, but they did not buy anything. And a lot, she basically said, if you want it to be summed up really quickly, the agency had a lot of good ideas, but they didn't have any money. Now, I know for a fact that if you want to do something like this, whenever you want to start any business, you need some form of capital to get started. You can't really just start from the ground up, because you're going to run into a point where you need to buy something and you don't have the money for it. I'm sure a whole bunch of independent people or even like smaller streamers just understand that, the idea of like, I don't have a lot of money, so I got to be really picky and choosy with my choices. If I had $10,000 with me, I'd probably put it all in advertising, and so people could find, there's just a lot of things with it. I get the impression that like they wanted to do a lot of good things, but they didn't have any money. Which, that doesn't necessarily mean it's bad, but it just kind of feels like a lot of short-sightedness when it comes to and I feel like that's an issue with a lot of agencies is they just don't have any money, and it's just like, well, we got all these people here, what now?
Yeah.
So
Gosh.
I don't know. What do you both think on that?
Gave my thoughts a thought.
Huh?
We're kind of retreading stuff we already covered.
I mean, true,
Yeah.
true, but like it's just
like, just thinking about it, at least like, I'm bringing up a completely different agency here, but at least from what we know, or at least what we have been told, is that at least VLure has like $50,000 being put into just starting it right now.
Yes. Yes, they are. Yes, they do.
So, like... yeah.
Yeah. No, I
Okay,
agree.
that's all I got.
I brought this up last week, but I don't understand why they don't have money.
I don't understand it either.
They took the same thing money-wise for the talents. Like, they weren't giving them help with basically anything. They weren't paying for anything with the talents. I genuinely don't understand why they didn't have money.
Well, and
they weren't spending it.
You bring up a pretty good point, because, like, the question then becomes, do they have any money on their merch side, period? Because, like, obviously they have to be making some form of capital. I don't care where it's coming from. If they're selling some form of merch, they're making enough capital to keep that going. Maybe later they're gonna have to shut that down if they're not making any money. But if all of their money is, like, going towards their merch, that's kind of fucked up, in my personal opinion. Because then at that point, it does feel like a scam. Oh, you've got all these people coming in, this talent, you're gonna have them pay you a little bit of money, and you're gonna use them to prop up your own clothing or just, like, brand agency, and then you're gonna kick them to the curb when they're not useful to you anymore. The merch is still making money, but they don't get to see any of it.
Yeah.
That's one of those things where it's just like, okay, where's the money? What's going on here?
And it's like, hell, most of, like, I don't know how the business side of things work, but I have a feeling, like, with Merryweather, with a couple of the other larger streamers they partner with,
yeah,
Kawa doesn't even foot the bill. The money comes from those talents to get the merch in production. They're just a third party.
probably, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. It's just
genuinely don't know where the money went.
No, it does. Again, like, it's one of those things where it is either some sort of weird money laundering or scam. And again, this is me throwing out a silly opinion. It's not actually me throwing a fact out there. It's either
This is
scam.
not an allegation, chat.
Yes, it's not an allegation. This is an opinion. It's either scam or they're stupid. Not the talents. Most of the talents I've seen are actually pretty smart. But the company is either really stupid or very scummy. And I don't really know where I would land. I know where a couple of them are going to land, especially after giving them a few days to sit and think about it. But, like, it's really... I don't know. And again, this just came as such a surprise because, like, everybody's like, oh, but Kawa was going places. They went to cons. They're getting Merryweather, of all people, to do stuff. And now they just dropped all their talents. So, what's the story, you know? I have one more timestamp at 1650. If you guys want to get there. I don't know if Lumi can get the sound to work, so you can open it for Mizu. But 1651 is the last timestamp.
I got another ad.
Awesome. Just stupid? I don't think it was a scam? Okay, fair enough. Choom shit?
I'm there.
Alright.
Okay.
You both ready?
Yeah.
Alright, 3, 2, 1.
The hard part's done for you. Kind of, yeah. It was a surprise.
I got another ad.
We kind of just woke up.
God damn it,
and
Mizu!
The talent part was gone.
Get your ad blocker fixed.
So, yeah. But I will not say that it was like we couldn't see this coming. We have had some issues for a while. So, I don't know if any of you guys saw it, but we did a concert back in October. And it was probably the beginning of a lot of our really hardcore complaints.
Okay, we're gonna pause it here.
Was
so
Okay, now I'm curious about those hardcore complaints.
So they did a concert. It was like their first big thing, you know, because eventually a lot of agencies do concerts. Is like one of Hololive's big things, you know. And they did a concert. A lot of it was scuffed. A lot of it was poorly managed and all that stuff. I didn't watch the concert, but I have heard from some other people that it was okay, but like the yeah, Murray said it was really bad. So like it wasn't really, it was, there was a lot to be lacking. And don't blame the talents, because it wasn't the talents' fault, because weren't really asked or given permission to help out with this at all. They were just told to
talents.
they were told to sit back and just let it happen. And this I don't know. Cozy kind of infers that she probably would have had some ideas to make it not feel like a trash fire like this, but I don't know. It was just crazy, because like that was kind of the point where people are like, hang on a moment, there's some dust or like some smoke in the air here. Yeah, she also again just reiterated what we already talked about, but like, yeah, it was just really, really sad to see. And I don't know. I look at Kawa, and again, I thought it was successful. From the outlook, I think a lot of people looked at it and thought, oh, they must be doing really good. They're getting all these big people and doing all these things and going all these places. And after seeing it like this, it really does make me worry for, like, because there's a lot of tinier agencies out there with tinier people trying to get in them. And I don't know. It's just really interesting.
The concerts on YouTube and it's really bad.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I don't know.
Coco.
Do you guys want to look at it? I don't know how long it is.
Nah, we won't watch it on stream.
I heard it. Yeah, but yeah, I've heard that it was really bad.
Also, I don't want to give Kawa any reason to like claim us.
They probably already are going to be upset at us for this.
That's what I was saying. That's why I don't want to give them like an excuse to claim the video.
Yeah,
I mean, fair enough.
They don't need to take our non-existent revenue right now.
Well, I just don't want to give them revenue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They clearly don't need it. They haven't been spending their money they're making from their talent.
No, and they just got rid of all of their I mean, they did just lose like $1,100 in revenue, or however many talents they had left. They were losing a lot of revenue. So, maybe they're gonna go bankrupt. Maybe now Kawa's gonna go under because they don't have their talents giving them the monies, the sweet, sweet monies. I don't know, chat. It's kind of depressing.
Yeah.
It really, because the other thing that kind of like bugs me is it makes me look at all of the other agencies that aren't Hololive or Ninja Sanji and say, who's next? You know what I mean?
I have an idea. I think I have an idea on who might be next.
Oh, really?
Ninja
Who's
Sanji.
next? Ninja? You think Lucid?
I think it's gonna be Lucid. They only have 3 talents left.
Oh gosh, wasn't that the one that Jenny was
the
in?
mass email doxing of 2023.
Oh
Yes.
gosh, I remember that. That was so bad.
So many people, for some reason, were using their personal emails.
Never use your personal email, chat.
And they got fucked.
The Great Lucid Docs of 2023.
Oh yeah, that.
But yeah, they only have 3 talents left. Like all of. When I last checked, they had like 6.
Yeah.
And I guess 2 just left in late December. So now it's only that one dude that they adopted in, I think, late summer.
Yeah.
And then 2 of the original talents from when they were named something else.
Interesting.
Yeah, Murray knows about some of it.
If you know,
But
you
yeah,
know.
I don't know anything about it.
Lucid was also the agency that Rosa was in before the whole retard thing happened, and then she got suspended,
booted.
and then she left.
Yeah. I don't know.
People tried to cancel her this week. Or was it last week?
Gosh, that was last week. That's last week.
And as much as I want to talk about it, Asahara, I know you were mentioning it earlier.
She's
I told
Asuna,
Jazz
too.
and Rosa I wasn't gonna have us cover it out of respect for them. If they give me the green light, I have everything archived. But until then, yeah.
Yeah, and that's like so cheap. The drama that was happening was pretty cheap anyway, so I don't feel like it's even that much worth it to talk about.
Yeah.
So like, the person that did it was so irrelevant that like, I don't know. They deleted all of their stuff, I think, too, didn't they?
They deactivated everything, deleted all their VODs.
Yeah.
Everything's gone.
Yeah, so like that person's gone. They're gone skis. I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's just like when it comes to agencies, again, you have to treat it like a company. I mean, when it comes to Juniper, just to kind of like give the meat and potatoes of like what we want to do, you know. Obviously, it is a slow start, but like, you know, Paco's not going to come and say, hey, you guys have to fund everything. He's actively trying.
Man.
No, yeah, he's a very busy panda. He's got a family and he's trying to move into better living abode right now. But he's got a lot of things that he's working on. But like, he's going to set up a merch shop to fund our own things. And he's going to, you know, I'm also helping him out with a lot of stuff as well. But like, it's one of those things where if you want to start a company, you can't just like not put money into it. It's the long term, you know. I have sunk a lot into my own personal success because I believe in it, and that's kind of what you have to do. And if you're not willing to throw money into it, I see a lot of these agencies like, oh, we're tiny, but we're gonna grow. It's just like, you're not gonna grow unless you have money to go along with it and time and investment. And a lot of these don't.
You
A lot of
need
them don't.
capital.
You need exactly. You need that capitalism, chat. And a lot of people don't like capitalism, but that's how it works.
And it's like what people will probably want to do, start as a group first. And if everyone in that group makes a decent amount of money, then you can say, hey, we are now a mini agency, just so, like, you know, a little hobbyist agency. Because another thing that people don't understand is once you have an agency and you start signing contracts, you need to register as a business.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that.
I agree.
They just don't care.
Yeah, but it's like, that's one thing that, again, Mr. Murray here had me start looking at is, hey, what state or what country is this agency registered under?
Yeah. I don't know.
God.
And another thing that's like kind of important, and this is something that like I talked about with Cozy, is you need to have people that like each other. She kind of made it sound like, you know, they were all in a group together, all of the Kawa girls, but they really didn't like each other, like, or they didn't even really know each other that well. She kind of made it sound like she really only liked one or two people there. Everybody else, it was just kind of like they were there.
They existed.
They existed. And it's just like, I don't hate you, but like, we're co-workers. And, you know, the co-worker shit works when it's your 9 to 5, but in an idle group where everybody kind of needs to be friends with each other to work together, again, if you want to like make this work, you need to not only hire people, you need to hire people that are team players and that want to be with other people. And that's another thing that I think will make or break a group, period. Is and I'm very curious to see how many groups have like dissolved because they all hated each other. I'm pretty sure there's a lot. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I would agree. There's probably at least a couple.
Because like again, like with all of us, I wouldn't have invited you guys to join Juniper if I didn't think I liked you. I like you.
I mean, it's a miracle that Mizu's here.
Is it a miracle? Mizu's here because he wants to be.
Most people are like, ew, what the fuck is that?
Well, if you must know, Paco thinks that Mizu is good for business.
Aww.
He wouldn't put you here if he thought you weren't. He knows how to avoid
Paco
business.
would have said, get rid of that fucking femboy.
Listen, he probably looks at it like he looks at Keemstar. And Mizu, you and I talked about Keemstar a little bit. Like, Keemstar, I feel like a lot of people give him more power than he actually has. He's very, non harmful, I guess, is the right way to say it. So, you know, I think he probably looks at you in a similar vein. I'm pretty sure he's just like, don't get your Twitter deleted, and you're fine.
I'm fine being VTuber Keemstar.
You know, at one point I said I was gonna be the Keemstar, VTuber Keemstar. A lot of people are like, don't do that. Please don't do that. And I'm like, I'm not gonna be the Keemstar, but...
Get a VTuber model of Keemstar.
Oh gosh. We need to give you a beard, and your eyes need to go really big, and you need to scream drama alert all the time.
No. I'll become Gundam before I become Keemstar.
Oh gosh.
It's your host, Killer Fish Star here.
Killer Fish Star. It's your host, Killer Fish Star. Now let's get right into the news.
Unironically, on stream one day, somebody called me Killer Sea Star.
Killer Sea Star? That sounds so much better. Oh my gosh, yes.
Sea Star.
Killer Sea Star, Mizuhana.
Shut up, Scab! No resetting the clock. I wasn't gushing. I was saying I'd rather be him than Keemstar.
False has that rolled down? No. False is very milquetoast. False is such a milquetoast individual that people don't like him that much. Like, legitimately, I feel like people are gonna move away from False because there are people that are doing his job better.
No, I think it's more so his voice, because his voice is just as grating as Keemstar's.
I don't feel like so. I don't know if voice would go into that as much. I don't know. I just don't feel like he does a good job. Because, like, here's the thing. And it's the same with the and I don't like to be political here, but it's the same with the mainstream media. If you're hyper on one or the other side, eventually people just stop trusting you. He appeals to normies.
I don't want to get very political here 3 drinks later.
I'm just saying, like, he's very normie, and he also is very, like, heavy on one side, and because of that, I think the people that actually matter. Huh?
So he's very heavy on one side. Are you calling him fat?
He's half fat.
I have no idea what his normal human side looks like, but
we don't fat shame around here. Don't take Oka's example. We believe all sizes are beautiful.
Exactly. Even if they die at the age of 25.
Man. Oh my fucking god. I was thinking of something and then I forgot.
I'm sorry.
You're welcome.
You can blame me.
I sometimes think, but I never remember it. Oh yeah, VShojo bias. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, there was something with the male VTuber from VShojo. By the way, chat, if you don't know, isn't VShojo literally just a translation of girl or like female?
Shoujo is a type of anime and manga that's for women. Yeah.
And not to joke at all, but like, why would you do that? Why would you put a man in the V female group?
To try and expand their market reach.
I guess. But I guess he got into some drama.
He was 6 figures in the debt and he needed money.
Is that real? I heard that was like...
No, that was real.
Okay.
Yeah, it was real.
Okay, so this is an interesting bit of drama. So recently, somebody posted a video on him, quote unquote, sharing drama about him, and people are saying that this person is like a stalker femcel that really liked him, and I don't know much about it. Some people are trying to keep me updated on it, but like, it's really weird because she like is very obsessed with him, and because she's really obsessed with him, nobody believes her. But I kind of just want to see how true it is because it's like really weird. Plus, anything with VShojo drama-wise is fun to look at. But her video was struck down by VShojo, so it was just really interesting because they're striking down videos again. They haven't struck ours down, thankfully. But
one day,
hopefully not.
We haven't talked enough shit. We haven't talked enough about fruit yet. That's why we didn't get struck yet.
I don't feel like fruit is relevant that much anymore. I don't
Fruit's
know.
very boring. She's just a cheater.
Is she?
Yeah.
Okay, well I know
What
that.
do
I thought you
mean
meant
is she?
game.
That's like
I
the
meant.
whole
I thought you meant
controversy.
game cheater. Okay, personally,
No,
I was confused
just
there
a
for a
Five
moment.
Guys cheater.
Five Guys cheater.
No, Oka, it's not a game cheater. She cheated on her husband. Get your
Listen,
priorities
okay.
straight. Oh yeah, she cheated on her husband. I thought it was something serious, like cheated in Call of Duty. Oof.
Oh my gosh.
Really dodged a bullet there.
She cheated on Mario versus Donkey Kong. How could she? She's just like Billy Mitchell.
And a secret transphobe, yeah.
Is she a secret? I didn't know that. I thought her sibling was trans.
Her
She
sibling
made-
is trans, and her sibling has said that she treats them like shit for being trans.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
know that. That's crazy.
Their sibling does not like them.
That's crazy. Well, there you go, chat. Secret transphobe.
Transphobe.
Yes. I can
I
speak.
can't
I
believe I
promise.
said she's a cheater, and the first thing you said was, "Oh, I thought it was in video games."
Okay, listen. I was watching the Billy Mitchell thing today. That's the first thing that came on my head. All right.
Billy Mitchell's just a Sue happy asshole.
He is, which is why I don't want to talk about him too much. But I don't know.
I'll
I'm
never get
sorry.
over the fact that he called somebody like an ugly cancer-having motherfucker, and then the guy came out and said, "I actually do have cancer," and he immediately just deleted his video saying it.
It's fucking hilarious.
Well,
You're so ugly. You look like you have cancer.
I
It's
do
like,
have cancer.
Oh,
Oh shit! Never mind.
he backpedaled on that quick.
Yeah, he knows. He knows when his sauce company's in danger. Apparently, it's not after $1 million or however much he's put into his lawsuits.
I'm amazed he's not gone bankrupt yet. There's no way getting a high score in Donkey Kong has made that much fucking money.
No. So he owns a sauce business.
So did the pink sauce lady, and she went bankrupt.
Yeah, but she didn't manage her money well. She like spent
No.
all of her money.
She was partnered with Dave's Gourmet,
Yes.
and the only time that she originally was supposed to get her money via her contract was, I think, after every quarter. Depending on how much pink sauce sold, she would get that much money.
And it didn't sell
She
very
kept
well.
asking for advances. They gave her advances. Now she owes them money, spent all of her money on Airbnbs, parties, expensive shit.
She thought she was gonna be rich and live the high life.
Yeah. And then she was out begging for money for her son to go to school, and it's just like, ma'am, what happened to the money that they gave you?
Mm-hmm.
It's a weird, messed up story.
Funny.
It is.
Made me
But
laugh.
it was
It
fair
is
game
funny,
after he
but
decided
it's
to
also
CCMA
sad.
people. Yeah. I mean, it sucks to suck, don't it?
It does.
Exactly.
It does. Yes. I don't know.
It's like the way that she spends her money makes me remember shit from when I used to work as a cashier.
Uh-huh.
She spends her money like people with EBT cards do.
Oh gosh. I've never owned one of those. I think my mom had those benefits when I was younger, but
Cause oh man, I developed such a bad habit of looking at people's receipts to look at their EBT balance.
right.
It's like they would buy a ton of alcohol and cigarettes and stuff and take out a huge ass wad of cash.
Okay,
Then they would just buy junk food, frozen shit, and whatever they can skirt by with the EBT card.
that has always bothered me, because here's the thing. Isn't the
Mhm.
EBT card for you to buy food? Isn't it for you and your family?
Yep.
Why are they spending it on alcohol? I do not wish to
No, no,
consume
no,
this
no, no.
sauce.
No, they're obviously not using the EBT card for alcohol. They are buying expensive alcohol with wads of cash that they have. They use the EBT card for frozen food and junk food. Hell, there's this one couple that would come in and spend all of their EBT money on 2 liters of soda and chips to sell to the corner store for cash.
Uh-oh, your model just stopped there for a moment.
Oh,
There it goes.
anyways. Yeah. But yeah, people would buy shit from the grocery store just to resell it on the corner store for cash.
I don't understand.
Sounds about
that.
right.
Well, there's another one. There's some gas stations and corner stores in the area that would let people buy cigarettes and alcohol with the EBT card.
That shouldn't. I've never understood that because when I used to work on the street, as security, I would ask people, I was like, why are people allowed to buy non-food items like this? They're like, because California lets them. And I'm like, I feel like California is enabling people to not be responsible. That doesn't make any sense. I
I
don't know.
mean, you can't get arrested for spreading STDs in California.
Never go back to California. If you live in California, escape right now before it consumes you. Just saying, if you
But-
continue to live there, it's your fault.
But yeah, that time as a cashier made me very bitter and have a special hate towards people who use EBT cards.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
You're
can.
right, you do seem pretty bitter.
I am. Hey, I
He's
was
like a bitter
doing,
melon.
I was doing cashiering for 4 years, so like, leave me alone. I started happy and then I was bitter at the end of it.
Everybody does.
And then I went to warehousing.
Happens to everybody that goes to that. I used to do cashier work in an amusement park. That wasn't fun.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I remember this one time I got a guy, he's like, here's my card. It doesn't have an expiry date, just swipe it. I try to swipe it, it doesn't work. I'm like, sorry, it doesn't accept. He's like, how am I supposed to pay for this? I'm like, I don't know, that's up to you, bro.
Oh my fucking god. That reminds me of this person that came in with a card and like there's nothing legible on that card, but it had a sticky note with the card number, their name, and the expiration date. And I'm like,
I can't accept this.
no, I'm not taking this. I don't know why people do shit like that.
I don't know. It's like I
'Cause they
understand.
suck.
It's like I understand the human condition. We all have like weird ass things that happen. But like don't take it out on me if I can't help you.
Mm-hmm. And I have so many fucking weird stories from when I worked at the grocery store. Like there's this one other chick who tried to steal expensive chocolate by shoving him down her pants and she tried to make a run for it.
Or did you
She
let her get
tripped
away?
and fell. She tripped and fell because she was fat.
Well, that's rude.
Hey, I fucking laugh because when fat people fall, it's fucking hilarious. It's like children falling. You can't tell me it's not true.
Lumi over here trying to get us canceled.
Lumi being fat phobic over here, holy cow.
I'm also death phobic, so.
Like, literally, fat people live until at least 27. You gotta be nicer to them.
Their lives
Hey,
are
the
short, Lumi.
The airlines are already giving them free fucking plane tickets. People are being plenty nice to them.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like an atrocity. Oh, goodness. Well, we've kind of gotten off topic from VTubers and stuff, but...
We didn't have much going on this week
No.
anyway.
No, we didn't.
So what did we do with the chocolate? We threw them away. We threw them the fuck away.
Obviously...
Someone tried asking me, like, hey, can you grab those because you're a girl? I'm like, I'm not sticking my hands down her pants. No, that's disgusting.
Well, the thing that you have to ask is, I don't know where the chocolate stops and where something else begins. Really, is a jab at me? I don't know what you're talking about, Tim.
But yeah, no, I wouldn't either. I'm not sticking my hand down somebody's pants for chocolate. That's the manager's job.
I don't
You
think a
mentioned girl
manager
that
would
tried
do
to
it.
cancel Rosa. Oh, we're not gonna bring that up because when I was talking to Jazz about it, I told him because we respect the homies. Not gonna bring it up unless I get the green light to do so.
Yep.
I have everything archived already for just in case. So yeah.
But we're leaving it for now.
I will say I am fine with leaving it because it was largely very boring and the girl didn't have much stuff going on. However, I would say in the future we probably shouldn't have a homie rule.
I do agree. I do agree. Mostly just because it will make us seem like we are biased. We don't want to.
Yeah,
we don't want to be.
Yeah, but it's like if it was a wider drama that affected more than just a very small group of people, then yes.
No,
but
like I
this,
said, if it was more
Yeah.
interesting, but we still, because we've talked about it before, if something happens to one of us, we have to talk about it.
Yes.
You can't just pretend it didn't happen and be like, oh, well, we're friends, so homie rule, we don't talk about it.
yeah, well, it's like if it's something, obvious that a homie did, then yeah, we talk about it. But it's something that happened to them. They didn't do anything to provoke it.
Should probably still talk about it.
Fine. Next time we'll talk about it because I'm sure it's not going to be the last time someone tries to cancel Rosa and Jess.
I mean, like, the only thing I can think of to just add on to it is just like, this person tries to call them horrible people and saying if you follow them, you are also a horrible person. And I'm just sitting here like, that's racist. Jazz is black, you know.
Man, I wish you would have watched the podcast episode that I was on because she would have gotten all extra pissy about that.
Oh,
You could have gotten my first cancellation.
Or calling somebody black?
no.
No, I made some funny ha-has during the podcast episode I was on with them.
Obviously, Jazz
that she
approves.
probably would have had a heart attack.
Jazz approves a lot of things, so it was probably okay.
Oh man, Jazz is fucking great. I adore Jazz.
Hanging with the right crowd. The right crowd, in my opinion, is the one that isn't afraid to laugh at each other.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I don't
Look,
know.
if it was something like somebody got like sexually abused or something like really dark, I'd be like, okay, we don't have to talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the fact that it's a lighter thing makes it worse when you're like, oh, I'm not going to talk about that because of the homies. It's like, it's not that big a deal.
Well, you know what? Here, this isn't homie coverage, but there was one more interesting thing that I seen come around. Where was it?
By the way, chat, if you have interesting things to bring up in the VTuber or just drama in general, go ahead and bring them up. Chances are we might have heard of it, and we can talk about it for a few minutes.
Chat has mentioned Verbalace, but that's not only do none of us really know much about that, it's kind of boring.
I kind
it's
of
boring
do.
as hell and memed into the ground.
It's boring past the initial, like, shock value of it. But I think that's the problem with drama that's just, like, initial shock value, is there's nothing to, like, really sink your teeth into.
Yeah, I agree. I think the
Like,
only
all
thing
you have to tell somebody is he spent $50,000 on has-been hotel softcore porn. And
yeah,
like that we've covered all of it. That is all you needed to know.
pretty much. The only thing that I think would be interesting to add on to it is I think some people for a while were speculating, what was this for? Why did you have this made? And a YouTuber that I watch, their name is eluding me right now. They wear the glasses. They've got the orange shirt. I sent you their video, Mizu. I forgot their name.
Saberspark?
Saberspark, yes, Saberspark. Saberspark knows one of the Saberspark knows one of the animators that was contacted to make this AMV, and the animator was told that this wasn't for anything, it was just for Verbalace himself. So man literally commissioned an AMV of himself getting sexually abused because he thought that was hot. So
Yeah.
So
it wasn't for anything other than that.
What's the flashing thing on Oko's boobs? That is a slime that comes as a default asset with VTube Studio.
Yeah, he's just kind of
Yes.
chilling. You could self-insert
Oh,
yourself and say that it's you, I guess.
someone had a fun tweet. I'd ask you all, if you had to spend $50K on a self-insert music video, what would you get commissioned?
Oh, $50,000.
I would basically get all of my waifus and husbandos, and I would self-insert myself as the main character in the, it's a Caravan Palace music video. I think it's called Wonderland.
Uh-huh.
I'll show you. If you know what I'm talking about, you know why I chose that one.
I don't.
Have you seen it, Lumi?
It's been a hot minute.
But you have a general idea in the back of your head.
Yeah, I do.
See, I wouldn't just choose the one character. We would have multiple. So I would be the main girl in Wonderland, and then everybody around me would be all my waifus and husbandos.
That's awesome. See, I might be boring because I would probably do a down payment on a house. Like, that's a decent chunk of money for a house.
Like, no problem if your brand is not about politics or that kind of discussion. Don't do it. It kills my interest. I don't think we ever talk about politics.
We try to avoid
You have
them.
another message up there. There was one thing that made me unfollow someone. It's a very well-known VTuber that didn't start as a VTuber. Kind of. It's Melody. The whole Roe versus Wade thing happened, and then she had the great idea of using her Twitter to voice a political opinion.
Yeah, I think because like
that was forever ago, though.
That was forever ago. Okay, here's what I will say about
I think the problem wasn't she voiced an opinion on it. Well, that's kind of a problem because it's stupid. You're literally an internet whore. And I can say that because she is literally an internet whore. It is her job.
Like, and one that doesn't even have real sex. She has fake sex online.
But the part was like she just kept fighting people on it. Like, she didn't just say it and move on. She spent like a week straight fighting people about it.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, I believe that everybody should be able to make choices about themselves within the confines that it doesn't hurt other people massively. Whether or not you want to make an argument about like the baby is again political, and we won't get into that. But if you're a literal internet whore, your audience is not there for you to talk about that. They're there to flick themselves off to you getting naked. And if that's what you're doing, you're ruining your base. Just saying, they're not here to listen to your politics. They don't give a shit.
Somebody
it's going to be a very... Oh, go ahead.
Somebody in chat said, so you'd basically commission that one Slappy Frog porno video. So I just typed in Slappy Frog, and immediately the first thing that pops up is Slappy Frog, R34 video account.
I know.
What is Slappy Frog?
It looks like they made a American Dad and Family Guy crossover orgy video.
Okay, so they are not safe for work artists, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, everything else looks like it's one guy, one girl, although he does seem to have like an odd obsession with Meg from Family Guy.
Some people end up doing.
Meg and Raven. How do you end up on those like opposite ends of the spectrum?
I don't know. What the fuck was I gonna say? Oh yeah. This year, I think we're going to be seeing a lot of very interesting drama in the VTuber sphere because
of the election?
It's an election year.
Oh, I agree. That's going to be really fun. Oh, man.
You guys should talk about people attacking Pal's World.
Yeah, some people are... and not for the reasons you might think. Okay, so
it's fucking stupid.
I'm kind of excited. The thing that's like...
Are they reviving the old Pokemon discourse around Pal World?
I think they are, yes.
Yeah.
But like the thing that's like funny is they're not trying to cancel them for the reason that I thought people would cancel them for. And that's the fact that you can like capture the trainers and the other people with their pals and use them as slaves.
I did not see the capture trainers part, but
yeah. You know what? Here, I'm gonna see if I can find the clip by a good streamer, because like he showed it off. I want to show it because it's weird. It's bizarre and funny.
Look, if you can capture trainers, I'm capturing that one chick that's in all the promotional material. She will be in the ball.
I promise you, chat, I will find this for you. You deserve it.
She'll be in the ball and then you'll be in her next.
Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. I'll let you guys talk while I'm doing this, because I I think you guys will like this.
But not
It-
chat. So Power World's actually been getting shit for like the last year because everyone keeps saying it's a Pokemon ripoff that just added guns. And to that I say, yes it is. Is that supposed to like turn me off from playing it? That just sounds fucking awesome. Like I've never understood that argument. It's just Pokemon with guns. Yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Please
I seen
explain to me why I'm supposed to be offended.
I seen other people complaining about the very boilerplate EULA that Pal World has.
Where's that
About
at?
basically every single game and stuff has it to where they have the right to use, like, you know, your clips or various other things that you stream of the game for like advertisement and promotional shit.
Yeah.
Someone went through the TOS, highlighted that, and like, oh, they're doing some
There it is.
pretty sketchy shit there, and it's like, it's literally every single game has that.
Alright, I'm putting this and shooting this shit. I want you both to open this and watch it. Chat, I'm gonna open it for you, just for your chat. I really like this creator. This creator is really good.
Oh, I know this guy.
He's really smart. Maybe a little bit like smart ass, but I like his
Mhm.
stuff.
Chat
All right.
probably heard that already. For like the start of it.
That's
Crap.
fine. Alright.
So anybody in chat who has heard of this guy before probably immediately knows
He's
who
really
that was.
He's really funny. His name is Pirate Software. He is the dev of a game called, what was it? It's not Hearthstone. It's Heartbound, I believe is called. And he's been
He's
developing.
the Heartbound dev?
Yes, he is the Heartbound dev.
You can commit cannibalism in this game.
Yeah. So here,
Let me see if it plays.
I'm gonna
You can
turn
commit
your
cannibalism.
chat. I'm gonna turn up the sounds.
You know how in Pokemon
Man,
Alright, here we
I'm
go.
gonna do just a straight
where you throw like a
cannibalism
Pokeball
diet
at a trainer
when
and
we
it goes,
play.
you can't catch a trainer? How World just lets you do it.
Jesus Christ, that's messed up.
And
No,
it tells you, hey,
no,
It's
it's
kind of
fine.
inhumane. But you do you. Oh, and also, just to let you know,
That's fucking
anything
sick.
that's in a pal sphere is a
So
pal.
I will ask this
And you can
because this
butcher
is early
pals.
access. Do we believe this is a glitch or intentional?
It's one of my
What,
pals
the
right
catching the
there.
humans?
You know how in
Catching
Pokemon where you throw
Intentional, because it literally says in the description, hey, that's a bit inhumane.
But you
Fair,
do
I didn't know
you.
about that.
Pal World is messed up and you love it. I have a feeling this is gonna be our new hyperfixation for at least a couple months.
Yeah, this
I
shit's
think it's gonna be
weird.
great.
I'm excited tomorrow. Chat tomorrow.
So I have intentionally not watched anything about Pal World because I want to be surprised. I did
Mhm.
put a lot of time into their previous game, Craftopia, though.
I did a little bit too because you can put your Vroid or like if you have a 3D model. I played with my 3D model in that game. It's weird. Just watching me run around.
It was
Oh,
my only
man.
complaint with that game, and I hope that's been removed for this one, is when you captured a monster in that one and you put them to work, they had like a durability bar, and the durability bar was unbelievably tiny.
Really?
Like they could, like if you put them on, say like farming, they could maybe farm for like 1 or 2 cycles, and then they would just die.
Oh.
Like, I'm looking at it and it's got the same UI.
Durability sucks as a mechanic, yeah.
I don't know. Everybody's playing it right now. It's weird.
What is he saying has the same UI as it?
Oh no, he was saying that they also make Craftopia and it's the exact same UI and graphics.
The graphics in this are actually a
Much
lot
better.
Mm.
Much better.
Craftopia, basically, by their own admittance, has been like an experiment.
Which is fine. I thought it was pretty cool though.
No, yeah, I thought Craftopia was fun.
A lot of people said they didn't like it, but I thought it was pretty cool.
Oh,
It got even better when they released the update that unified it into a single world.
Oh, they did that?
did you
oh,
guys-
thank God.
I know. I posted this a couple days ago. Did you guys watch the clips that I posted from Gundam stream?
I did
I did
not,
not.
no.
Hold on here.
I had to
Watch
agree
this
with
one.
chat. Developer, we added durability for realism. Iron crowbar breaks. Yeah, so anybody that, quote, adds durability for realism, I want you to go, like, pick up a hammer and just smash it into random rocks for, like, 3 hours and tell me, like, at what point the hammer explodes in your hand.
Agreed.
Because it doesn't. That's not how real-life durability works. That
No.
hammer's still gonna last you for months. Like,
Agreed.
shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah, just it never goes away. Durability
This-
sucks ass, and it's never been done correctly.
Yeah.
Tears of the Kingdom
honestly.
improved on it when they allowed you to add some things on other things. It still sucks.
I would let it slide in things like Breath of the Wild if instead of durability it was like sharpness, which is what Monster Hunter does, by the way.
Monster Hunter
As
does
you
it way
run,
good.
Your sharpness goes down, and you can resharpen your weapon because that's how weapons work.
Right.
Yes.
I hate like other games. It's like, oh, you hit a monster 4 times, your sword exploded. No, it doesn't.
Yeah. In the middle
We have
of the.
swords from way back then that are still alive today, still
like-
working.
I remember I'm in the middle of the final battle between Ganon, and it's just like the Master Sword is running out of energy. I'm like, I don't think it would have done this in any of the other games. How about you don't right now, okay? You
Okay,
literally
I guess
do
I gotta break
500
out my other
damage,
sword.
and I'm about to murder this man. How about you don't run out of energy, please?
Runs out of energy and you break out your other sword. You've hit Ganon with your sword 2 times. It breaks.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
Nobody likes durability. Games, stop including durability.
Mm-hmm.
Energizer Bunny.
People smarter than me have talked about this before. It doesn't matter if durability adds to like some mechanic you're trying to put in. Nobody finds it fun.
No.
Everybody hates it.
I
There's never been a
can't-
single person that has said, gosh, I wish my weapon broke more often.
Yeah, and if somebody does say that, they are weirdly autistic. Just saying.
They have issues. I wouldn't even say autistic. I think autistic people find it annoying. I
Well,
think
there
they
might
have-
be one. Might be one
They're
that's like, man.
sociopath at that point.
You know what? I agree. I agree with you.
I will let you I will let you slide if you do sharpness. No more durability. We've all agreed no more durability.
Sharpness is fine, because then you can at the very least spend a resource to re-sharpen it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
In Minecraft, I will
Minecraft,
obsessively use stone tools.
Stone tools till I get mending on a diamond.
I mean, I do too. Never, in Minecraft, here's the thing, with Minecraft, at least the tools don't break after 10 seconds. And you can repair them.
Well, I guess here's like the description I put it on Minecraft, right? Play any other game, like Rust or something like that, where you have to get resources. Make a pickaxe, see how long it takes to break. Go to Minecraft, make a diamond pickaxe, see how long it takes to break.
Mm-hmm.
Even without like the enchantments and stuff,
They last for a while.
It takes so obscenely long for a diamond pickaxe to break that by the time it breaks, you've already got like 80 more diamonds to make a new one with.
Yeah.
Provided
yeah.
you are looking for diamonds.
Yeah, no, like the thing is a diamond pickaxe, I believe, is 1,200 and something durability, and that I memorized the numbers because that was something that was really important to me. But it has like 1,200 durability, so that's like 1,200 blocks. By the time you mine 1,200 blocks, you're gonna find more than just another 3 diamonds. Chances are, if you know what you're doing, you're gonna find like 10 to 20 diamonds.
The exact number is 1,561.
Oh, there you go. I was wrong.
I'm gonna see if anything has popped up in the VTuber sphere of drama in the past 2 hours we've been live, because God.
Chat,
Oh,
if
yeah, you were
you
supposed to tell us about the Power World drama. You were looking it up.
Was it? I wasn't looking it up. I could just tell you what I basically summarized it already. People were fucking complaining about basically a boilerplate. I think it's called
the EULA thing. Terms of
yeah.
Service.
Yeah, that's literally the only other thing, and people were like, you know what? I don't want to stream this anymore. It's like it's literally
no.
in every single fucking game.
Oh no, Hexa, no. Hexa, no, what are you
Hexa do?
doing? Hexa bought a Chris Chan medallion from Chris Chan. Doesn't she know those things are cursed? Whenever you get a Chris Chan medallion, those things are cursed. Look at Ethan Ralph. Look at Ricada. Don't touch it, it's cursed.
Did they both buy one?
I don't think, no, Ricada and Ethan Ralph did not buy one. They got them. Ricada was sent one. I believe that
By
Ethan...
the way,
I believe Ethan Ralph just
as
got
of
one.
2 hours ago, Pal World is officially more wish-listed than Hollow Knight Silksong. It is now in the top 3, just under Hades 2 and Manor Lords.
That's because people know that Silk Song is never coming. I'm sorry if I break your dreams, chat. You're never getting Silk Song. I gave up a long time ago. Now it's your turn.
I'm
I just
surprised,
want
this many
Bloodborne.
people are excited for it.
Bloodborne is never coming either.
Shut the fuck up. It'll come one day.
I'm sorry. I had to give up on many dreams myself. I'm just helping you
will come
out.
one day. Shh.
Do
Bloodborne
you
will
think
come one
Pokemon
day.
will try and sue them?
Mm.
Because I will say, some of them, I can tell you exactly what Pokemon they're based on.
Yeah, but what about
I have
Digimon?
played enough Pokemon that I know exactly which ones they're based on.
The problem is Digimon. I feel like there's a lot that are very similar to... people could make the argument for Digimon Pokemon as
No,
well.
because all the Digimons are just human after like the 3rd evolution, except the ones that are dinosaurs.
Yeah, but like my point is that like
You're
yes.
not gonna convince me there's any Pokemon like Angelomon.
Well, my point that I'm trying to make is like that. Yeah, they probably very heavily inspired to the point where maybe somebody would get upset, but like I feel like it, I don't know. I just don't feel like it's a good idea for Pokemon or for Nintendo.
I don't think it would be a good idea. It hasn't stopped them in the past.
You're not wrong. People
As
are pointing
somebody
out
who
Dragon Quest
genuinely
monsters.
enjoys Nintendo games, I have to admit that sometimes Nintendo is really stupid.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I would still argue they're not nearly as stupid and malicious as Xbox and Sony, and people can fight me on that. Look, you want to talk about malicious like TOSs coming out? People should talk more about the time Xbox released that TOS that said their camera for the 360 would always be on and would always spy on you.
Did they ever reverse that?
They did. They had to after people caught wind of it. Where there was a hidden thing in their TOS that said the camera would always be on even if it looked like it was off.
Yeah,
Oh.
I agree with me too.
Cheers. So.
My point isn't that I'm agreeing or disagreeing. My whole thing is just like, I feel like Nintendo would have said something by now.
Yeah, not probably. Because Pal World's been announced for a long time.
Oh, that's
There you
interesting.
go,
What you
I
just
put in the
posted.
thing.
You wanna read that?
The guidelines for Pal World's video streaming, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
that's
read it.
normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm pretty sure that's a lot of companies do that.
Every company does this.
I would be hard pressed to
Every
find a
single
company
one.
that doesn't. Like, and like the thing is, if people are, okay, so basically, chat, if you're curious, their TOS says if you stream or take pictures of our game, we're allowed to use that. Like, every game company is probably got something like that in their TOS. If they don't, they're stupid. But like, that is the price that you pay when you're playing their game that technically is theirs. And technically they probably could copyright strike you for streaming it because it is their property. They choose not to because they know it's free advertising, and instead they're just going to use you as free advertising. So I don't know why people are upset about that.
This is interesting. Prohibited activities when streaming. Promotion of specific beliefs, political or religious messages. Expressions against public order and morals. That sounds like some Russia or some China EOLA bullshit.
That sounds like some Pippa's already violated. They should have known what they were getting into with those TOS rules when they gave it to Kirsch and Pippa at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, here's
I'm not saying they're
another-
gonna like actually go through with that one, but that sounds like something Russia or China would force a company to put in.
I agree.
Here you go. Here's another one that people are complaining about.
So the CEO of the company putting out Pal World is an AI NFT crypto.
Oh,
or
I had to
AI
read that.
NFT
Okay, so
crypto.
the CEO is like an AI NFT bro. Okay. So, I would say that the only issue I would have is if his video game starts mining Bitcoin on my computer. If it does that, then yeah, I'd be pretty upset. But like, that's such a nothing bird. Like at this point, like, I am.
A ton of people are bitching about it for no fucking reason.
Well, they want to find
it's-
something to bitch about with this game. A lot of people are. Wah! They're using something that, guess what, every major company is starting to use. I'm sorry to say it to a whole bunch of artists. I understand and agree with you that AI typically needs to be dealt with in a more good way. It's not going away, and you can't stop it. Sorry. AI is here to stay, and you can't stop it. Sorry, I get so bored. It like literally makes me want to piss those people off because of how they act. May Pala bless my AK. Game journals are hitting Power World already. Yep. They all like Hogwarts drama. Don't really have anything to cry about. Yeah.
I am going to wait, what is this? He also, like, after that one immediately retweeted another thing. There's a guy in Pal World called Hang You. Its gigantic arms can rip apart even iron. As a particularly cruel form of execution, serious criminals would be strung up in a public square, and a Hang You would tear the skin from the bones.
Oh, I love that.
Look, I'm gonna
Yeah,
say,
that's something
if
like
he
that you
sees-
would like.
See, it's that, but this is something you would unironically see in Pokemon. It would be probably less explicit. But there's literally, like, there's the one Pokemon Drifloon where it says little children would grab onto it thinking it's a balloon and be carried away, never to be seen again. Like,
Yeah, Pokemon's not
Pokemon is-
nice either.
yeah, there's, like, plenty of stuff in Pokemon of, like, somebody got killed by Pokemon. Yeah, Hypno likes to kidnap kids. Which is why he's in all the porn.
What was the other one?
There's tons of Pokemon that are fucked up.
There's this one little tree Pokemon that's literally the spirits of dead children.
Yeah.
I
It's
believe
tragic.
it. How old is this Pokemon if they didn't shy away from LT Surge's Vietnam background?
Katarina will beat you to death for showing strong emotions around it. That's why
Mhm.
she's...
I don't know.
Katarina better than Gardevoir any day.
Pal World's drama's a nothing burger. These people are trying to make something out of nothing.
Yep.
You can bitch and whine about it, but guess what? Nothing gonna happen. This game is gonna make so much effing money that your complaints are gonna make it make more money.
We're gonna play it tomorrow.
We are, yes. I'm so excited.
I'm gonna play it tonight after stream.
You're not gonna wait for us?
I'm gonna test it and see how it goes.
Fair
We
enough.
gotta test it to make sure it's good for us to play, that it's high quality. And then he's just gonna be way fucking ahead of us, and it's like, I got addicted, I'm sorry.
It's a good Mizu impression. I got addicted, guys. Oh my gosh.
I got addicted. I got so many slaves now.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
welcome, Mizu.
Apparently, there are several people learning you can catch humans in Pal World.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, I like that. I think it's funny. It's like, yeah, what does happen if you try to get a human in a Pokeball? I guess I did want to not know what that was like.
I wonder if we could catch each other.
You know we're gonna try that first.
Oh, fuck yeah, we are.
Everybody always checks for friendly fire first.
Yeah.
What happens if one of us becomes each other? Is there like a... Then I'd be like, is there a way to release each other? Because I don't feel like that would work long term.
Okay, okay, listen here, listen. As soon as people start modding this game, they're going to add the sex mods for your captured humans.
Oh gosh.
1000%.
This game is gonna turn into such a weird hentai.
I mean, that's what happened to Skyrim.
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear about that girl in the UK that had a whole bunch
They
of
got
Skyrim?
arrested for bestiality mods.
Yeah.
So fucking dumb. Imagine being British.
I know, I was trying to tell one of my British friends the other day, and he's like, well, what if they had CP? And I was like, I don't think they did, because, I feel like we would have seen that. They didn't, I think all they had was bestiality mods, and, like, they got arrested for it, and it's just like, what? How the hell is that okay?
Because it's the UK. You saw my thread on it, right?
I did not. What did you say?
So, in the UK, there is a law against what is considered, quote, extreme pornography. To define what is extreme pornography, up until very recently, things that were included under the extreme category were any form of BDSM, any form of mouth coverings or gags, spanking, anything that implied force was being used on somebody, like whipping or shibari.
My
or
goodness,
things
We
like
Happy
that.
Few would be illegal now.
And it still is to a degree. The only thing they revoked was that in real life, if there is enough proof of consent, you can do it. But for some of them, it's still debatable whether or not they would consider it consent. Also things that were included were water sports, which I was like, I don't know why the fuck that's included.
They don't want you to
It's
pee on
weird.
others.
It's weird, but apparently that was illegal. And that's just some stuff that got revoked after it got taken to the court. The ban against extreme porn is still in effect.
Man. Did you guys hear that for that on Steam you cannot buy the coffin of Andy and Lele in Australia?
Oh, yeah, no,
Really?
'cause- so Australia actually has very heavy bans against anime.
Yep.
A majority of anime is technically banned in Australia.
I mean, that makes
This
sense.
is why I need to get Ham out of there. We're gonna do I told Ham that we'll do a homie marriage so she can get papers over here. Then we'll get divorced.
See, this is why when like people tell me that the US is fucked, I'm like, it might be, but at least we can have most of this anime over here.
At least we're not Australia.
First off, Rain, yes, you can customize your own character in Power World. Second off, yeah, T.O. Temtem kind of sucks. I played through like all of Temtem, and it's just, they don't have enough to keep you interested.
Yeah.
And they added a fucking battle pass to a full price $60 game. Fuck
Oh.
off.
Gross. If there's a battle pass in a video game that you're paying for.
First
No.
off, sorry, it's $50. First off, Temtem isn't worth the $50 already. That's already really fucking pushing it.
Uh-huh.
But then you included a battle pass, and the battle pass is like $25. And all it is cosmetics. And certain stuff you need to, like, better build your Temtem team. And it's like, you guys are fucked for doing this.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Okay. So I refreshed my Twitter, and the first thing I see is someone said, giant Nazi VTuber who multiple people I like
Oh,
follow
yeah.
just got a U-Tunes plush. How is it possible to be a Nazi online and just get away with it? Are they talking about Kirsch?
They're talking about Pippa.
Pippa?
Pippa just got a
Pippa
plush.
got
I saw that. Yeah, so people are upset that Pippa is getting a U2's plush right now.
She's not a Nazi though. She's not
See-
even close.
See, here's my thing. If you wanted to compare it to anything, how about you try Stalin? Like, I make this argument. It's called the Godwin argument, by the way. Why don't
It's called
people?
Godwin's Law.
Is it Godwin's law? I've heard it both ways, I think. But like,
Godwin's Law is inevitably somebody will bring up Hitler if in any heated debate or
Yeah.
discussion.
it's just mind-boggling. Cause like, can we bring up Stalin? He killed a lot of people too. You know?
He killed more people. Honestly.
Yeah. I said that. So here's what I said. I said that. And then somebody said, oh, where was it? I think somebody mentioned, oh, yeah, but like he didn't commit genocides or something like that. And I'm just like, what? What? So
Vosh and Hassan Piker consider her a Nazi. Vosh and Hassan Piker can go eat some fucking shit.
they see, yeah, and those people are bread tubers. And guess what? They're falling
Bash
apart.
can go fuck a horse.
Yeah, that and like Hassan is like already falling off really hard. He's losing his following anyway, so his opinion doesn't matter. He'll be gone in a year or
recovered
two.
from bringing Shink on his show and Shink telling him to his face that he was an idiot.
Yeah. Yeah, don't bring your uncle on if all your uncle's gonna do is tell you that you're a stupid streamer and that you shouldn't be there. Because guess what? Your uncle's more famous than you.
Yeah. Oh, apparently House Party got an update.
Isn't the house party that game with the Game Grumps got in?
Yes.
Ugh.
So, I will love to bring this up because I love to trash on the House Party devs any chance I get. And this is technically drama to a degree.
Yeah.
So, when House Party first came out, they got removed from Steam because at the time, Steam was still doing that thing where they were trying to not have porn games on Steam.
Mm-hmm.
And they released, like, the longest diatribe I have ever seen. And it wasn't, like, anti-Steam for being, like, against porn games. They were mad that Steam classified them as a porn game.
Even though they kind of were?
They literally, it's literally all they are, is it's just a fucking simulator, basically.
Right.
And that's all it is. And they were so mad, and they're like, no, our game is the next innovation of point-and-click adventure games. We are the next step. We are a revolution in content. And I couldn't, like...
No, you're not. You're a game where you try and hook up with each other. And
Your
you
game
put
where you try and hook up with a couple of girls
And you
get
put
your dick wet.
the Game Grumps, literally the most, like, cringy-ass creators on the platform in your game, and you want to say that you're an innovative game. It's like...
They
don't know,
really were like, we are the next step in point-and-click innovation. And I was point-and-click adventure games. I'm like, no, you're not. So if you go to their forums, right, you can make custom story mods for the game. The most downloaded custom story mod is called Gone Bad Party, and it basically just deletes all of the story elements. That's all it does. And it is
Really?
almost as many people on the game have that mod downloaded.
Because nobody wants
And
to...
I know it burns them up inside every time they open their custom game forms, and the number one on the list is just remove all the story elements and let you have sex with anybody you want.
Oh, what do you know about the
the-
devs?
What?
What do you know about the devs?
Oh, they're just cringe as fuck.
Okay.
They seem to think like they're this amazing dev team that are starting a revolution, and they're just not.
Like Yandere Dev?
They're not even the best porn game on the market. They've been releasing DLC for this game?
Well, I think the Game Grumps was the DLC. Was DLC.
No, I think they forced them in.
Oh, did they really?
Which is why Gone Bad Party specifically mentions that they removed Aaron and Dan. They're like, you can use this command to bring them back in the game, but by default we remove them.
That's awesome. I would remove them too.
They have an expansion that includes somebody called Doja Cat. Does anybody in chat know who Doja Cat is?
The name is familiar. Doja
I
Cat.
think she's a rapper.
There's no way they got like an actual. She is a rapper. What the
They
fuck?
put Doja Cat, really?
She's actually a huge fucking weeb. She does
Okay.
cosplays and shit.
So House Party has very positive reviews at almost 13,000. The first DLC, which is like apparently a murder mystery, which I guess is them wanting to like really show off their story making capabilities, is also very positive, but only with 100 reviews. The Doja Cat DLC is just completely negative with 200 reviews.
She's a rapper, yes.
Nobody wanted the Doja Cat DLC.
That's crazy. I like the thing.
Oh wait,
that-
no, it's not Doja Cat. That's a huge weeb. It's Megan Thee Stallion. Was it Megan Thee Stallion or
Yes,
Doja Cat?
it
That's
is
a huge
Megan.
fucking weeb. Okay.
Speaking of Megan, the Crunchyroll Big Whoop is holding a anime kind of like award show,
That
and
nobody cares about.
yeah, and Megan is one of the people presenting, and it's like, okay, cool, but I don't know who that is, and like I can't remember if I was talking about this with Mizu the other day, but like if you want to have an award show, you have to know your audience, and I don't feel like they know their audience.
Yeah. Well, like, a couple people are like, well, she does cosplay, and it's like, okay, I'm not saying that she's not a weeb. There's completely likely she is a weeb. But you just have a random weeb up on stage hosting it that has no investment in the industry past I like it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's not gonna get people on board with it.
No, in fact, it's going to drag people away. Crunchyroll doesn't care. No, they just want the fun points. They just want the fun points that come with, hey, we got this cool person here that's gonna, and it's just like, who? Oh, but they're cool. They're cool. Trust us. It's like, but who? Who is this? I don't care. They also included like a drag queen that's going to talk about drag queen animes, and I'm just sitting here like,
I guarantee they're gonna bring up a ton of femboys and be like,
if they bring up a
"These are
femboy,
drag queens."
awesome. I don't think they will. I don't think femboys are going to be used at all, because like femboys are
No,
offensive.
I think they are going. They're gonna bring up a ton of femboys and they're gonna say these are drag queens.
Oh, that would really hurt.
Because there's like one or two. The only drag queen I can think of off the top of my head in anime is the God, I forget what they're called. It's 3 quote unquote sisters, the mermaid sisters that sing the song "Fucking Bullshit."
Oh, I love them. But no. There's one other one that I know of in anime, from the show Princess Jellyfish. Hold on, let me.
I've never
let me
heard of
get
it.
'em real quick. Oh my god, I fucking love Princess Jellyfish. I will make you guys sit and watch all 17 episodes. It should have had more than 17, to be fucking honest.
Oh yeah, I recognize this character. Yeah.
Like, okay, Mizu, would you consider yourself a drag queen then?
No.
It's kind of like disgusting to say almost.
Yes. It's inherently offensive to my people. Some might even call it racist.
There you go, chat.
Actually, no.
racist.
He wouldn't be a drag queen. He just cross dresses.
Yeah, that would probably fit more under femboy. Femboy crossdresser.
Yeah, he's a cross dresser, not a drag queen. Okay, so yeah, it's just the Mermaid Sisters.
It's the only one I can think of off the top of my head.
Tokyo Godfather said, I mean, like, I do know that drag queens do exist, but, like, it feels so niche that, like, saying that you're having a category for it just makes it feel like you want to pander.
drag queen typically wouldn't be included in anything like any anime or something because drag in itself is a performance.
Yes.
So it would have to be very niche subject matter. Like movie theaters aren't typically shown like in depth in anime. And it's because that in itself is another type of content enjoyment.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't really put content in your content. It would come off as weird. Like it happens, but if it happens, it only serves a purpose to further the story. Like, oh, they went to a movie together.
But
Drag
like,
queens are exaggerated in general. Yeah, so drag queen is a specific performance art that is an exaggeration of the female form to the point of being a caricature.
Mm-hmm.
And people would hate me saying this, but it's 100% true. Drag queen is the black face of women. Tell me I'm wrong.
I mean, Matt Walsh would say that you're correct.
wow.
What
I'm
does
not
the
gonna
Daily Wire
disagree with
call it?
you.
Woman face. They
I'm
call
not-
it
About
woman
it.
face.
Think about it and tell me I'm wrong.
I'm not
You're
gonna
not
disagree
wrong.
with you because I find it funny. Holy crap, that's awesome. Wow. Mizu's already been canceled, so he can say whatever he wants.
I mean, we're canceled by association.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I'm surprised you guys don't get more angry messages about me.
I'm surprised too. Like, I've been expecting them. Because, like, ever since I met you, I was like, oh, Mizu sounds like he gets a lot of shit. And I've not gotten any of this. I've just had people block me. Alright? I have random people that I've never ever seen before. They block me, and I'm just like, it's probably because I'm friends with Mizu. But they never
Your
message me.
blockchains have probably updated because I know that they fucking update it to where anyone who follows a specific person will automatically get blocked through their blockchain.
Who cares?
Yeah.
You're probably all marked by Shinigami eyes by now.
Oh,
I don't know. We haven't checked on that in a while, have we?
I never downloaded it.
me neither.
Is it a downloaded thing?
It's a Google Chrome browser extension.
I refuse to touch Google Chrome
You can
extensions.
add it to Opera. Or Brave, or literally, it works on any Chromium browser.
I still refuse to touch any browser extensions for the most part.
Here, I just added Shinigami eyes. So
Oh.
let's see, how do I make it work?
There you go. But I don't care. It's like literally one of those things where, oh my gosh, you follow this person. It's just like, okay, and who cares? You're obviously not the audience that I'm trying to cult. Because like, and I don't care who hears this, but like, if I understand that Mizu's a little like you don't like him all the time, and that's fine. But like, if you're gonna tell me that it's between me or you as an audience member, I don't give a fuck about you. Alright? I will take the people that I have aligned myself with, friends-wise, and just like, you know, business-wise, over you any day. Alright? Because you aren't gonna contribute anything worthwhile to the channel anyway. So I don't know why you would think I would choose you in a heartbeat. Mizu first. It's like America first. Mizu first.
How do I make this? Does their add-on just not even work properly?
It's
I don't
malware.
know.
I just want to see my name in red, because I know it is.
Ooh, Akko, I found a cute ass blanket for you.
Oh?
I'll post it in cheating this shit.
Oh, so fun fact for anyone using Firefox, the guy that made Firefox left the company and said that everyone should stop using it.
That is
That's
a nice
funny.
blanket. I feel like that would be like pseudo-cover. It's like when you ask a human to wear human skin or cover themselves with a body pillow. I don't know.
I can't think of anything else to talk about.
Oh, I'm trying to think. Most of the crazy stuff is just boring.
I mean, we can hope that next week something will hit the fan.
Yeah, chat, this is your time. Suggest, if you want us to talk about things again, just let us know. This is your time. It has been over 2 hours, so 2 hours is kind of like, when we start to wind things down. But if there's something interesting that you want us to talk about, now is the time. I'm gonna watch Hexa.
I'm on the Shinigami page, on their help page, which these are things we mark as anti-trans. And their first example is a tweet that says, "More degeneracy from the liberal snowflakes. Have they decided which of the 72 genders they identify as today?" And the example is common anti-trans strawman argument. However, tag identify as helicopter style jokes only if the context is specifically anti-trans, since they are also sometimes used by mediocre problematic allies. Generic anti-LGBT pages can also be tagged as anti-trans, e.g. Pride Parade equals degeneracy.
I have no comment.
One of the other examples says, if you're using common anti-trans dog whistles. Examples include protecting women's spaces, female lesbian erasure, TERF is a slur, or trans-identified female, MTF, or MTT or FTT, which I've never heard before, are all very frequent dog whistles among anti-trans people. However, don't consider women with a Y, radfem, or lesbophobia alone as a signal, but do consider women with a Y, born women with a Y, as one.
What? What? I'm so fucking confused.
I want to point out that this is a extension that people take extremely seriously, and multiple people have blocked me because this marks me as anti-trans. People take this page very seriously.
That is so fucking dumb.
Interesting. We need low cut. Oh! Keffels had that interview with Chris Chan.
Oh yeah, that did happen.
Did you guys see it? I have not seen it yet. It's
I
kind of.
refuse to give either of them watch time.
I honestly don't want to touch it because it looks like cancer.
They're both horrific people.
I mean, hey, tomorrow while we play Pal World, we can talk about Shoes video on the Twitch Thought Epidemic because I love Shoes.
Yeah,
takes
that's
on
right.
things.
I forgot
she's
she did
fun.
that. Yeah, Shu made a video.
Marina is on Shoes video. Look at you, Marina.
That was kind of crazy to see that Marina made it in a Shu video, but not that crazy. I mean, hey, good for you, Marina. I think. I don't know. Here.
I mean, we could probably just leave it at that. Oh, ha! I called it. Well, I didn't call the exact length, but the interview only lasted 35 minutes.
Was it 35? I mean, it was probably heavily edited.
So me and Oka talked about this. The stream was likely heavily edited, and because it didn't start on time. It didn't, and then it just showed up later in the day, way after it was supposed to.
Apparently, Chris, he denied everything in the interview.
Yeah.
Review Tech USA made like a 9-minute video on it.
Like, so from what I heard, from what I can speculate, because the reason why we think Keffels wanted that interview is because they probably wanted to dig on the farms, and especially Null, the operator, or the operator, as some people call them. And the reason why it was probably not live is because Kevils wanted to get a bunch of behind-the-scenes details and then edit all of that out so that it didn't look like they were just trying to farm for anything. Obviously, we won't know if that's true or not, but, like, that is why a lot of people speculate it wasn't a live thing. But yeah, I guess there was a funny clip at the end where Chris Chan is like, "Thank you, Keffels, for destroying the Kiwi farms," and it's just so funny because like Keffels has his face like, I can't say anything because the farm's not gone. The farm is still here. It's never going away. The Kiwis are never leaving.
No.
You
can't get rid of them, chat.
So, fun thing that just popped up on my Twitter page is somebody actually messaged the Power World devs about AI and NFT stuff.
Mm-hmm.
One of them clarified that NFTs are banned on Steam, so it's literally impossible for the game that's being accused of having NFTs to have NFTs. And as for the AI thing, apparently people have just misunderstood what the game is about. It's basically you're playing, what's that game where everybody draws something? And you all have to, like, guess what it is?
I was about to call PictoChat, but that's a DS game.
PictoChat.
Arctic Phone, thank you, chat. You're basically playing Gartic Phone, except one of the people drawing is an AI. And you have to figure out which one of you is the AI.
Oh, yeah.
And it intentionally uses, like, a really old, busted version of AI drawings that just draws, like, shitty crayon pictures. Which, granted, means if you play the game with a bunch of artists, you're probably going to pick out the AI pretty quick, to be straight up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have everybody drawing these ornate pictures and then, like, the really crappy horse. Because he said, most people on Twitter are using AI Art Imposter to claim the company supports AI art. And the community manager replies back, AI Art Imposter is about identifying the imposter being AI. It is the exact opposite.
Do we find the imposter, chat?
I think some people are starting to realize that given the date AI Art Imposter was released, it's physically impossible for it to be one of the newer advanced versions of AI.
Yeah, because AI is so crazy advanced now. I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow just how fun it is, though.
How did I not notice this? It's just like all over my front page now. Or is it because you guys said it? Now it's just gonna like force it on me.
What?
The
what?
Power World controversy.
Oh, it just showed up in mine too. I fucking blame you guys.
I blame you guys brought it up.
The AI
It's
is
your
listening, chat. It releases in exactly 1 hour.
Yeah,
well,
I'm excited.
Like 37 minutes it releases.
We shall see. It's either then or it's at 3 o'clock.
I don't know, but depending on if it's released before I go to bed, I might just open it to make my character.
That could work too.
Yeah, I'll do that too. We'll see.
Yeah, it says the game will be available for up to 32 players at a time.
Wow.
Wait, at midnight PST. So what is that?
2 a.m.
Pacific Standard.
Ew, gross. Why do they always go for Pacific Standard Time?
Yeah, it says it's 3 a.m. for me, so.
Why does it say it's plans to unlock in approximately an hour for me?
Interesting.
Steam doesn't do middles. So if it's an hour and a half, it's not 2 hours, it's an hour.
Okay. Well,
they never do more time, they only do less time. Which is, it's a weird way Steam works.
Oh, well, it'll work. We'll get to play it eventually. That is not an issue. It will be
our stream for tomorrow, guys.
It will, yeah.
It's gonna be so much fun. I will make a thumbnail for
Catching VTubers in Power World at 2 a.m. You know what, Cerno? I'm stealing that name.
Wait, what?
Cerno gave me the name Catching VTubers in Power World at 2 a.m. Gone
Perfect.
sexual.
Gone sexual.
Multiplayer can have 32 people in the same instance. Yes.
I am taking that. I'm sorry, Cerno. That is mine now. Are you
I
in front
am
of J
definitely
Station?
staying up for when it releases, just because I am overly excited.
Me too.
I don't care what anyone says. I love the idea of Power World. I have been super excited for this. I'm super mad they didn't give me a key.
You
I
weren't
wouldn't
cool
have played
enough.
it early, unlike the HoloLive guy. I would have waited. And
That's
not
right, he
broken the
did.
embargo.
That was funny.
I
He's
mean-
probably
I
getting
don't break
removed from
embargoes.
HoloLive for that.
I mean, hey, we already knew he was basically half retarded because of the whole, hey, you can't sexualize fictional characters because they can't consent.
Oh, was that him?
That was him.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that makes it
Fucking,
even
what
worse.
was his name? Crimson Ruse or something like that?
He feels
I
a
don't
bit like a
fucking
ruse, in
remember.
my personal opinion.
Dude, he sounds like he constantly needs to sneeze. I can't listen to him for more than 2 minutes.
That's funny. Oh my goodness. Alright. Well, it has been 2.5 hours. I don't have anything else. I think
I don't
we've
got shit else.
we
Yeah, no,
covered
chat,
everything.
we'll try and have more next week.
Well,
Yes.
yeah. The one thing that if there is nothing, one thing I want to do is like a stream where we talk about favorite locales or just like interesting people. I know Lumi doesn't like have locales that they really like. Maybe me and Mizu can choose one or two that we really like and give clips on our favorite stuff. If there's nothing to talk about.
I mean, hey, if when the Dark Side film documentary comes out, we could definitely talk about that.
Oh yeah, you could talk about Darkside Phil. You like him, right?
Whatever I know of him, I
Outside
consume
Phil
through
is Lumi's
Gundam.
favorite streamer.
No, my favorite streamer is Gundam.
Well, Gundam's favorite streamer is Darkside Phil.
He literally did an interview with the dude who's making the Dark Side Phil documentary. We can watch and react to that. That's fucking hilarious. And the fact that everyone's theories on Kat inflating from the size she was at before being confirmed was fucking hilarious.
So, random VTuber news that just came across my desk. There, in my Discord, I had a promotion channel, but in order to use promotion, I had to specifically mark you as somebody I would watch. So I had one of my friends in it called Cinnabon, and they just got a Twitch ban.
Did
The
they?
reason was Twitch accused their account of being botted or automated.
What the fuck?
Oh, I think I saw that. Twitch is passing that out to more than just 1 or 2 people. I've seen quite a few people actually get that ban recently.
Ooh, actually, I think I might know what it might be relation to, because Twitch just released a thing where, like, you know, certain games have drops and shit. You can't have previously streamed content, you AFK or still image up while it's live for people to get drops. They will start banning people and mark those channels as not being drop enabled.
Yes. Yeah, that was an interesting bit of drama. I didn't know people did that. I thought it was just...
Yeah.
So do people
Yeah, they-
just, like, mark themselves as playing that game and then have drops on?
Yeah, there's this one dude that does it for Sea of Thieves a lot.
Really?
Because Sea of Thieves was kind of crap for a little bit, and he's like, I don't want to fucking play this game, but here, have the drops, and would just leave his shit on for 24 hours.
Why would people get the drops for a game they don't even want to play?
No, like, he's a Sea of Thieves content creator. It's just at that point during the season, it was just fucking shit.
Okay.
Yeah. And plus, like, you have to watch 4 hours of 4+ hours of content to get everything.
Hmm.
Yeah. So he was
Interesting.
doing his viewers a favor.
Fair
Interesting.
enough.
Anyway,
Anyways, I'm gonna look for somebody to raid.
I don't have
I'm
anybody
gonna
to
raid
raid.
Hexa.
Chat, I have a
Insecta
song.
Streaming.
Yep, she's doing Bioshock again.
Chat, I have a song for this week. little bit
Memory
vile,
Silva.
little bit of a vile song, but I love me some Da Gunt. So we'll be playing that, and
God.
I will say this is a song I want to remix and sing myself because it would be funny. So I think you guys will like it. Anyway,
Night chat.
Good night, everybody.
good night.
Thank you for
chat.
joining. We shall see you tomorrow for Pal World.
Yes. All right. Good night, chat.
Alright, I'm your host, Ethan Ralph, the Gunt, the one and only motherfucking diabetic Richmond pimp. I've been looking for a bitch that doesn't want a big package. I'm at a pretty big disadvantage. Should've just raped this dumb bitch in an alley. Instead, I fucking imported this bitch from Cali. Let's be honest, who the fuck else would have me? Motherfuckers gotta be deaf and blind. Someone that's never been happy or beat out of their mind. I'm talking mentally damaged, carrying around 300 pounds of her dad's baggage. No average bitch, motherfuck marriage. I'll only have kids with a trashy white fat bitch that'll eat fucking give birth on the same mattress. Where my dear mom and dad didn't remember what the therapist man said. Suppress the sadness. Don't be scared. The stat fucking misogynist. But even a bitch that's sick of dicks can hop on the gun. Quick and sit on my transgender clitoris. Point the other way. Let me sniff that ass so I can see the disappointment on your mother's face. When she sees that I didn't put on a rubber. Hey, now she's got a couple retarded grandkids on the way. Can't believe she would willfully give this fucker laid. What's wrong with our goddamn junkie daughter's brain? Damn, I wish there was another way to explain. I just don't want this bitch to run away. I'm gonna be the world's best dad. Kinda like the fucking dad I never had. Son, you're gonna be butt fucking ugly as that. I know for a fact, cause I'm the world's best dad. I'm gonna be the world's best dad. Like a fucking million times better than Matt. You're gonna learn to be a false flag, a fag like me. Cause I'm the world's best dad. Doc said it was fetal alcohol. Syndrome. All I did was feed her alcohol. No more thumb in the butt when I murdered the slut. Dumb bitch. Too damn weak to be a wife beater though. So I'll just leave her at home. Looking after the Greta Thunberg clone that fell the fuck out of her hole. Damn son, from the second I saw you, I knew you ain't gonna have no more than one digit like you. That's 2 digits more than your fucking dad. Dude, motherfucker about to flip. I'm so mad at you. Just shut up, kid, you'll be fine. Maybe you live long enough to see your mom commit suicide. God damn it, Faith, you're not going anywhere, god damn it. I'm fucking serious, bitch. Get your ass in the basement. Get your ass naked. Say it, you filthy shekel whore. Say it. Oh, I'm gonna be the world's best dad. Kinda like the fucking dad I never had. Son, you're gonna be butt fucking ugly as that. I know for a fact, cause I'm the world's best dad. I'm gonna be the world's best dad. Like a fucking million times better than Matt. You're gonna learn to be a false flag, a fag like me. Cause I'm the world's best dad.
Hello?
Matt, what's going on, baby?
Who's this?
This is Ethan Ralph, man. What's going on? I just figured I'd drop you a line here, see how things are going.